It started again. Oh, it's happening. No, let me out.
Sadness.
A lot happened last week. Let's see. Where do
Summary,
we?
we fucked up and we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we finish coming back from the mountains? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, we finished coming back from the
All
monastery.
right. Yeah, we got back from a feast in the monastery, working out and all that stuff, and got to Kuraka's gone. We're kind of like, um, yeah, what do we want to do? Is that right? Is that also the same? No,
We
no,
got
the,
we got back
the
and threw a party.
yeah, we got back and threw a fucking Oh yeah, that's right, because they threw a massive, well, a more no, because we created the Amble of Doom that session. That was the previous one to last week's.
Oh yeah.
So you started right after finishing the Anvil of
Yeah.
Doom.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
throw like just a small intimate party. I don't think anybody did anything bad.
I don't think so.
And
no
then
one rolled
No.
3 ones.
nobody rolled 3 ones. That's true. And a 4. And kind of in the beginning we're like what do we do? And we're kind of like, oh, we want to level up. And it's like, okay. And it's like, well, we can do Torque's quest. And we're
Which
all
she
like,
tries
who?
sending a message to her brother again, which doesn't work.
And it's kind of like, okay, what do we do? And plot twist, we didn't think thoroughly, per usual. And we're like, oh, let's go to Kirkhouse, go ask around for information and things like that
I mean, I think we
and
did
such.
think things were just not in our favor.
I don't know what the legal course of action to have taken would have been that would have worked out.
Yeah.
Legally,
The secret
nothing.
ingredient is crime.
We say we do nothing, and therefore that's legal.
That was the that would work out for us qualifier.
And so they're like, oh, there's I don't know if they told us there's a secret entrance. It's like, oh, but you know, he's sending out his apprentices to go do grudges to get grudge gold. He's working on kind of like automatons of some sort. And kind of like, oh, this is bad. This is evil. We should go fight it. And we went to the Red Horn Mines, found the secret entrance in, and we started scoping around. Scoping around, we fought a couple of an ancient oath gold, dwarven automatons. And from there, we entered a room. And then we looked around the room, and then we're like, okay, let's open the door, but first let's use detect magic. And so we detected the magic. We found various abjuration sigils around. 2 of them were alarm. Another one was symbol.
Did not like that.
And there's a few others in the room that we wanted to get into, which is, I'm assuming, Patrick's bedroom. Papers everywhere.
Crazy person aesthetic.
Yeah. Maniac aesthetic. And so then after that, we kind of went around, not knowing that we triggered alarms. We found some diamonds, and then we also found some papers. We put into a bag, and then we tried to leave, and wall of stone happened, and we're like, "Huh, fuck!"
And a
Oh
cloud
no,
kill.
this is not good. And cloud kill. So Santa took Torque and they went outside to go hit it from the outside. And lo and behold, God forbid, and the person whose place we have infiltrated and trespassed upon was Petrick himself.
Photos
With
taken seconds before disaster.
mm-hmm. And we're like, fuck. He's like, sit. We're like, okay. Dark frozen. Center sat. Eat some snacks. And everybody else is like, oh, what should we do? Let's go around. Maybe they're in trouble. And
We're
they
gonna
went
free run
around.
our way through this.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of just sat there and doing some whatever. And Torque, not Torque, Petrick was like, how many of you are there? Where's Joel? Where is she? And all of a sudden, our party came in to burst it in and try to get us out of there. Went poorly, but we managed to get all of us out of there.
It could have gone worse.
And then we ran back with our tails between our legs to Karag's room. And we found out that the people inside the gems, there's people inside the gems.
Mm.
So, not only that, two
Including Torik's
apprentices
brother.
and Derek himself. Now we can't get them out unless we cast a 9th level spell. And
One
then
last thing Josh vaguely alluded to.
and then there was a letter sent to both Cathra and Samter that was from Bandar that said, please meet me here. And we're like, oh my god, oh my god, I want to cry.
It was a lot.
Mm-hmm. And that's where he ended off of. There it is. Got it.
So yeah, what are you guys gonna do from here?
I don't know.
Go. Also, Josh just put my name wrong in that letter.
I know.
Okay.
So, well, Sam, guess we
go
go
visit
meet him.
Vandar, but that's on those mountains.
Yeah, that's near Caracasgal, and I'm a little nervous about going back there.
We just
We didn't
go.
say when,
You should just come meet him.
so I guess anytime.
I guess.
Yeah. Doric, before we head
Yeah.
up, why are we going after your father? I need a better reason than just I don't like him.
I really just wanted my brother. Like, it's hard to explain, but when I was still under his apprenticeship, he broke basically everything I ever made. Taught me that I was not worth anything, and
Hmm.
I wanted to try and save my brother from that. I know that seems selfish, but
Okay. And then did you just leave in the night?
a little
Did you try to
bit of a
convince Derek to
I
come with you?
did. He
Okay.
wasn't really listening at first, because my father treated my brothers much better than he had treated me. So I tried to convince my brothers, neither of them joined me, and I just kind of left, because otherwise I was afraid something bad was going to happen to me.
So hmm.
And now that my father has been going a little bit more off the deep end, I wanted to at least give my brother another chance. And clearly that started something between him and my father, and this whole mess happened.
Well, we have some time. Why don't we ask Derek what happened?
It's kind of hard to ask him things when he's stuck in a crystal.
But we have the sending spell from 2 clerics. Do
That
we
is
not?
true.
We can converse to see his side of the story.
All right.
Or if I'm um,
I
using the
I
sending spell to
just have
converse with
one thing
Derek,
to
guys.
ask.
Hmm.
Did I fuck up real badly?
Mm,
There
mm,
was, if it was, we should have asked this before we went. Of why we were going to go get Derek. We should have
Right.
asked you, and or you should have provided us a reason for it. We went in trusting you and your decisions on this because you are the expert on this. At least for me, I can't speak for everybody else. I went into this trusting you that we would make right decisions for it.
And I'm more than a little afraid that I made the wrong one
But
out of hastiness.
the wrong one would have been to kill him. Okay. That's the worst output on
Yeah,
this.
that is the worst possible outcome.
I think we could have spent a little bit more time, given with a little more background, trying to not treat this as we would have treated going into a dragon horde,
Right.
correct? And you're
yeah.
young. I understand it, right? We all make mistakes. I mean, I've made one of the biggest mistakes of my entire life, and I became a slayer for it,
I just can't
right?
help but feel I've made a lot of mistakes.
But we live and we learn, don't we, Torek?
We do.
We are very lucky that we have a place to fall back to. When we go to Kirk Osgall, obviously we're going to be detained on
Right.
charges of trespassing, destruction of property, and Josh was doing the other charges that Santa would know if they could press on us.
Assault. We did just attack the guy, so I'm pretty sure assault would be on there.
So battery? Wait, vehicular? No, premeditated vehicular manslaughter on a
No,
car.
because
I don't think we hit anyone with a car. What?
I don't know with a flying car. I don't know, but
We didn't hit anyone with the flying carpet either.
but also with our lack of vision, right? We might have just exiled ourselves from Carrick Asgal with this decision. We just went after one of the most powerful and influential people in the entire Carrick, and he provides a lot for him too.
Like, as you're talking, you can see Torik's posture just kind of get more and more closed off.
So I hope you don't think I'm scolding you.
It
I
certainly
am,
feels like that.
yes, in a way, yes, I am expressing my frustrations in a very calm and as calm as I can be right now with this because
You're
Our
certainly
public
nicer about it than my
image,
father is.
our public image has dropped significantly.
Well, Senator, this has barely been a day since it's been, or what? Barely been a few days, so shouldn't be counting that.
He
And
seems to be a very practical, logistical, and quick-thinking man. I'm pretty sure he's already gone to the authorities about this.
well,
So,
definitely, but I'm not sure about public image.
well, since everybody there, apparently higher up, wants to make a big deal out of everything we do, you never know.
True enough.
Yeah.
So,
I'd say we'd
you,
rather just go talk to Vandar, see what his input is on the situation.
mm-hmm, we might have a
Obviously,
better
he has to have to tell us.
something from his past, I assume.
So do you guys want to go?
I think we better to go soon before they can stop that. No,
It,
keep it there.
Nope.
right.
Um,
You want to go above ground?
yeah, we'll have to because if we don't, we'll pop up in the Kura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not
So
traveling by the main roads might be a good idea.
yeah, to go through the Witchwood, probably go around the Dwarf Bridge. Is the Dwarf Bridge manned still, Josh?
Wharf Bridge? Yes.
Okay. I don't know if information flies that fast.
Mm.
Go around, you know, this way and climb the mountains.
Well, do the tunnels pop up like anywhere else in between here and Karakazgal?
Oh, let me.
Or we can just fly there. That's a good option
Yeah.
too.
That's gonna be pretty easy to spot from a distance, so.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Let me figure that out real quick with, a quick random roll. There are not any major poke holes into the underways from the bridge on.
The holdup is there minor ones.
Minor ones are not on the map. You could attempt to go find some.
Ooh. I think that's an adventure for another day.
Yeah, we got bigger problems at the moment.
I guess we got to go through the Witchwood now.
That'll be entertaining.
That's fine.
Skylark, Skylark.
No!
I am not throwing Skylark at a bunch of random dwarves.
But I've already thought about it. He's just sitting on the rock, and all they hear him is just say, "I'm bored."
Skylark is the closest thing to a murder hobo I'm gonna find. I'm not doing that. All
As
right,
long as
so
I play a
we're
You
game.
hear
traveling above
Skylark say,
ground.
I'm bored, and everything would
Yeah.
just go dead silent as everything flees in terror.
Yeah. We're going above ground.
All right. Getting to the hole first. I think for the last time, everybody roll me a d12. Considering how often you've perused this specific way.
Well, of course, Josh. We gotta make it way safe.
You have to.
Yeah, we might be spending a lot of time here.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot. It is perfectly clear, and at this point, you guys have really cleared out any issues between your burgeoning carrack to the giant hole in the ground that maybe someday is going to have some semblance of a crane
mini
to get you
settlement.
into it. Can someone give me your route from here?
Fucking leave.
Just flee into the south, become the jungle dwarves.
God damn it, Evan. Everyone was going to fun out there, but Loki had a funny idea. Everyone was doing
went
fine,
around
but
the
Skylark got
witchwood and
bored.
like cross the river so that we could like go like
Oh, I mean, that would be basically crossing the like just one instance of crossing a major road. So I think,
It's like 3 river crossings.
yeah.
yeah,
I guess we do have the carpet, so it probably doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, we can just black crush the
Yeah.
carpet.
Yeah.
Unless there's a
Right.
watcher in the water.
Everybody roll me a d12. We go again.
Another
Everybody roll
D12?
me a d10 this time.
D10. Ah, shit.
Hmm.
Ah, shit.
No.
Well, let's just figure out what this is gonna be. Sure, let's go up one tier.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't look good.
That 84 doesn't look good.
You guys don't like the look of anything I roll.
Gee, I
Besides,
The
wonder
low
why.
no,
numbers in this
no,
case are
Josh, what
fine.
I like to see you roll is the Dragon Horde loot.
It's...
That's fair. We like that.
I don't do that very often, do I?
We just fought a lot of dragons lately.
Yes. It's been kind of weird.
They're there. They have good stuff.
As you guys make your way across the river, everyone piling onto the carpet, you come across like a quarter-mile section of grass that looks like it's just been pressed down into the ground. Circular. And then it's connected to 3 other sections with little, like, almost perfectly straight pathways of pressed grass into bigger and different circles of pressed grass.
Did we just find crop circles?
Goddamn crop circle.
What was it? Sorry?
We might have just had some
Apparently
crop
there's aliens
circles.
now.
What do you think demons are?
I wasn't aware they were out here just making crop circles.
I don't know why that's an encounter.
I don't
Alright,
know, but I want to find the demon that's making the crop circles. I want to know how he got that job.
Everybody roll me
I have questions.
What do you
another
do as a
d10.
demon? Oh, I make crop circles in the material plane. Why?
Hmm.
You know, for shits and giggles.
Yay.
Like, just to mess with people, and we're like, I stop rolling once. You're scaring me.
It's not intentional.
It's by design.
As you guys are kind of cutting through the outskirts of the Wormsmoke Mountains, you begin to hear three voices in deep and seemingly philosophical conversation. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Like, yes.
I don't.
Nope.
The conversation centers on whether or not the mortal races should be allowed their own autonomy, seeing as they have made so many poor decisions as of the past 300 years, and whether or not they would be better served having been manipulated into better circumstances, or whether or not free will is better for the mortal races or not. Do you all investigate this?
I
No.
don't think
No.
so. These are
Then can
dragons
everyone-
having philosophical debates on whether or not humans should be under control of dragons. I don't want to deal with that.
I
Everybody
was like,
roll
I
me
mean, we've been making a lot of bad decisions. Maybe they have a point.
Yeah, maybe
Skylark
that's
would.
right.
Skylark would 100% do this as half dragon myself.
It's
Everybody roll me a stealth check.
You do bring up a good point.
Oh god.
What percentage of dragon do you have to be before you gain free will?
Regardless.
I have frightening presence, so therefore I am half dragon, which means we should be good. I don't think we're gonna pass this check.
Cheek, you think?
And you begin to hear all of a sudden the voices just go absolutely dead silent. And then you hear big clawed footsteps coming in your guys' direction around the edge of a hill.
God damn it.
Huh.
Do you
About
attempt to
how our
run?
week is going.
Should we run? Hell,
Mm,
we
Should we
can't
fucking
outrun
run?
dragons. We can't outrun. You can outrun a dragon. I can't.
It's-
I start huffing and puffing way too fast.
Okay, do you attempt to run, hide, or whatever? What do you intend on doing? Just standing
hide.
there?
let's hide. Let's
Hide.
hide.
Sure,
Yeah.
we'll try.
Pass without
have-
trace is only on hearing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Check it.
Eh. And bop.
From detection.
Yeah, doesn't say anything about hearing.
I mean, I was just gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Oh, aren't you so cool?
What's
Dragons
the-
have
what's the
blind
power
sight.
word stealth. Oh
I
yeah.
do meld into stone.
Oh
I
my
banished
god.
myself.
Oh my god.
No, I do not. That'd be really dumb.
I could dimension door Torque and it'll be fine.
It's just
Can everybody
That
roll?
went so well last time.
Can everybody roll me a stealth check?
Yeah.
Here, let me.
Do we have pass
roll-
or?
We do have
Yeah.
pass.
Do I have invisibility, Josh?
You can cast invisibility.
Okay. God.
There you go.
Pass is such a lifesaver.
It is.
All right. Well, that's sweet. Oh, this would be normal. 22.
See, what's that average? 19, 30 something, 21, 30 something, 22. All right, they don't find you guys, but you hear one of them very disappointedly go, "Darn it! I thought I was going to get another opinion. This was going to be such a good conversation. Ah, surely we could have gotten another perspective, although I doubt it would have been worth all that much. But it is always good to at least sample it, even if it doesn't taste very good, if you understand my meaning." With that, you guys see 3 young dragons with scales that look like copper coming through the gully that you guys have put yourselves in. As you guys have dove into the bushes, some of you being pricked and prickled all the way through.
Scepter's belly looking like a nice rock.
I'm a rock. The dragons then leave.
Damn.
Okay.
I would love to roleplay that as Skylark.
It's
You just
I
want to
could-
play Skylark again.
I just wanna gaslight 'em.
Everybody roll me a d12.
I just want to gaslight him, man.
We summoned Skylark to deal with the court.
My name is Mothman, and today I
There will be no
represent.
resolution, but they'll probably be too distracted to do anything about it.
I represent these wonderful 5 dwarves who have hired me out for a large sum of money.
Everybody roll me another set of d12s.
In short, they did nothing wrong. You're wrong. They're right. Let's go home.
That's
Skylark, attorney at law.
got some.
You may call me Mouthman, Moth. The supreme Moth, leader of all fairy dragons, works also.
A rock drops on his head from Raven.
No, I did not mean to
It
type.
just says that we have joint custody on it.
Go, supreme ruler of all fire dragons, the progenitor, as you will.
Moradin.
Muradin is typing. Oh God. Oh no, I'm scared.
Mimir, you old man. What did
I'm
you do?
scared now.
Wait, what?
Guys, help.
Why are you blaming me?
You
A
invoke
knockoff
the wrath.
deity is coming for us.
You invoke the wrath of the Muri.
Moradin from Wish.
Pardon me. I'll be just a moment.
Okay.
Stamter, what the fuck were you thinking? I don't know, Dad.
Been asking myself that a lot these past few days.
Well,
No pet. You cannot have my Pop Tart.
Duchess died. You riot.
No.
Riot, riot, riot.
So as this reaches the 7th day since you guys fled from Carrickasgal, you get this message. Every single one of you.
Uh-oh.
Hmm. Ah, fuck. Great, just great.
all right.
All right. Josh, is there a time restriction on? Is it right?
Generally, they leave it to about a month.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
We have time
Vandar,
to hire a good lawyer.
Josh, do we
Um,
get represented by a county defendant
Nope.
if
Can we
appointed
hire a
for
lawyer?
free?
Nope.
Or
Why not?
Because in Dwarven Court, you are represented by yourself.
Hmm.
But
That's a terrible
we were
plan.
not read. We were not read our Moradin rights.
We haven't been
You did not.
arrested.
You fled the scene. Nothing happens on the 2nd day as you guys are traveling. What? Next to the right, Johnny Savannah. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, very well
Oh.
might have.
What wrong?
Savannah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Savannah
Whatever.
absolutely.
All right, everybody, roll me another d12.
Oh, Shamto is nervous.
Anytime. What's up?
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
I don't want to be here.
Of all of the places to meet, this was the worst.
I'm fighting another plague bearer of Nurgle right now. Over
Honestly, that over this. I thought I'd say that, but yeah.
As you guys are getting your way through the hills, you come to one of the main roads between Carrickasgal and the surface mines, and you come across a group of 20 miners, dwarven men and women, all on their way. Do you try and hide?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm debating how incredibly suspicious it would look if we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three.
I don't want to hide.
I
Alright.
don't feel like it's a good
No.
idea. I feel like
Two.
we're just
No,
digging
that's
ourselves a
fine.
bigger hole.
Yeah, I guess we're not gonna hide.
Yeah.
Then can everyone roll me a d10 to see if any of them recognize you?
Oh, good.
I was going with our knee-jerk reactions that got us into this mess.
Yeah. Good day.
None of
Good day.
none
Good
of
day.
them recognize you as each of them walks by. Like probably 5 out of the 20 tip their hats to you guys, or rather their helmets, as you're walking by. Some of them thinking a little odd that your group is crossing the road, not going along the road. But whatever. They don't care.
Being thought eccentric is the least of our worries.
It's
It is then that you guys begin your climb of Arid Loon. Can everybody make me a survival check?
I'll add a
With our
bardic
luck,
to
probably
mine.
not.
You guys are such
Oh.
doomers right now.
Yes! What did you expect?
This is our home. Did you tell me you didn't play in these mountains? Sector looks around at everybody. You tell me you just didn't roll off of cliffs?
I mean, I did.
no, not really.
Oh hell yeah, Cathra.
Clearly.
It's
As you guys begin your climb up along the many myriad paths of the mountain, it is familiar to the two of you, so Samter and Cathra. This is a long time ago where the dwarves built for the first time up in the highest reaches of the mountains, preferring not to create a fortress, but to live within the natural fortress of the mountains. You're
Oh.
able to pick your way out through the old roads, and eventually you come to the shrine of Thardhar. It is really more of a simple, small statue carved on a precipice, so a small cliff, out of a black stone of a dwarf wearing simple clothes with a very ragged beard and animal skins hanging from his back. Close to the shrine, you see a tent pitched in the snow. A very thick walled tent that you see around the seams small tufts of fur meant to be used as insulation poking through.
Is this the same tent that same style or same tent that he used so many years ago, Josh?
Same style? Yes, absolutely not the same one.
Yeah. Here's Santer just like take like the quick breath and just brushes his beard and just kind of like, oh, oh, I miss him. Oh, I miss him so much.
well, then go and greet him.
Deep breath in, deep breath out. So many things I want to say to him, but I can't. You ready, Cathra?
Catherine looks like so tense that like if you poked her, she'd probably like jump so much she falls off the mountain.
Sam Chamter will put his hand on her
Just this
shoulder
like massive amount of nervous energy.
and you know, and like the friendly like kind of like squeeze of like it'll be okay. We got this.
You see her kind of take a deep breath and just calm down a bit.
Let us go greet our old mentor.
Let's.
And walk forward.
So you're entering the tent.
Well,
I mean, how does one knock on a
knock
tent?
On the
or
support post.
Yeah,
yeah, we'll knock on that.
barging in seems rude.
And I might add that the tent is rather large. It's a sizable tent that's not meant to be just something to sleep in, but so much as something to live in. So if you were to just use up all of its floor space, you could probably fit 5 people for sleeping in there.
Oh, nice.
Big tent.
And
Expensive.
knocking on its support post, a kind of scratchy voice tells you to come in and to sit.
Another deep breath in, deep breath out, and walk in.
I will follow.
The tent is kept warm by a small fire built in the middle that has stained the inner walls with smoke and soot over many, many years of usage. The floor itself is not anything special, but there is a series of small cots, 3 of them specifically, that have been set up and lined with animal furs. None of them too expertly skinned or tanned. The tent itself is roughly sewn together, obviously by Vandar's own hand, and it is lit in part by 2 oil lanterns that hang from the posts that make up the tent's ceiling. Even with that light, it is still very dim. And prepare for a lot of exposition, everybody. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Vandar himself does well. Actually, does anyone come in with them?
Thoric is staying outside.
Mm. Lemir's standing at the entrance, but on the outside, so not really.
Emil?
I'm probably standing with Torek.
All right. So Mimir and Cathra, you see a dwarf that is very different. Cathra specifically from the dwarf that you knew. He's an old man with dozens and dozens of scars along his arms and chest, which currently is not clothed by anything. He's simply wearing a pair of leather breeches. And he has no beard, his face cleanly shaven that morning, almost shining in the dim light. His braid that he has, a single strip of hair from the front of his forehead all the way down to the back, is so long that he's wrapped it around his waist thrice. And it's been dyed a reddish color from its normal blonde using a mineral called cinnabar. As the 2 of you sit down, he sits on his knees with his feet beneath him, and you see that close to his bedpost there is a large great axe. Other than that, the tent is barren of all but the most of essential items. He has only one pot, one pan, a set of silverware, all freshly cleaned and scrubbed with sand in the morning, and basically just food for the rest of it. There's a small coat hung on his cot. He sits and takes a very deep but shaky breath in as he begins speaking. Son and daughter of the Dowie, I know you. The peoples of the Vale speak of you in kind tones and sing of your strong hearts. The Knights of Silver praise you for rooting out evil in the depths of the All-Father. The warriors of the Crimson Monastery toast to your victory over a white worm of Tiamat. Young slayers whisper of your exploits in the halls of Carrick Esgal. Of a plague father's family cleansed like a festering wound washed anew. Of a long-lost treasure reclaimed from the corpse of a lost hold. The sun itself returned to the children of the sky. They also speak of one young Son Lenore, without a cohort to support him, and a seeker of homes looking to build a new hold in the dripping caverns of old. I celebrate you, my kin. My heart leaps like a young kid among the buds and rocks fresh in the spring melt. I weep with you, that I may not have been there to shield you from sorrows. I praise the fathers and mothers that poured into you like pitchers into deep cups at the feast. I weep that I may not join thee in the laying of stones, building of hearths, and learning of histories. He pauses for a breath, a shaky one, shuddering from concealed tears. I am redeemed, my kin, before the fathers. The fee of my honor hath been paid in blood and silver. Yet the prodigal son cannot return to the halls. Evil gathers in the far corners of the earth, a creeping evil that will slowly consume the good things I hold dear. In the cold, frozen north, blood flows like rivers, and fiends prowl like lions, looking for something to devour. This is not a war for you, son and daughter, of the brothers and sisters, the old guard, must fulfill their purpose. Do Catherine and Samter understand what he's saying?
Especially from the information that we got from Manaroth. I
I mean,
think I
that
could piece it
translates
together.
to me as demons are up north starting shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they both understand that he is saying that they will not be joining him?
Yes.
Okay. He continues on to say, young, valuable blood cannot pay the price of this war. So I forbid thee from seeking it out further. You must remember how slowly we create our families, how much we pour into our children for better or worse. Long have I walked this world, drunk of its nectar, and partaken in her bounties. Long have I walked among her people. Many songs have I sung, and many are the lives I have ended. I marched, I march to pay her back the debts I owe. Among others of my kind, I walk as the first Slayer King of my generation, leading hundreds of my kin into the embrace of battle. Do not fear for my loneliness, children. I walk with many of the same metal as my own. A warrior priest of the north with a hand of silver. A wizard of unimaginable skill and finesse. A priestess of miracles unseen in generations among her people. And that is a long time indeed. I will not return. The gods have deemed it. You guys feel a sudden rush of intense heat emanating from the old Slayer. And this heat is enough so that Torque and Emil, you feel this outside of the tent. As suddenly, within 10 feet of the tent, all snow is melted and evaporated in an instant. Samter, Mimir, and Cathra, you see almost like his skin is a blazing inferno. I am blessed by the flames of ruin. My death is guaranteed. I tell you this that you may remember the dwarf who was Vandar. I have no sons or daughters left. My beloved was taken long ago. I cannot remember her face. I am forsaken. Would you walk with me one last time?
That Samter, invisible tears.
No.
Not.
Anywhere.
I wish to see the home of my father. He stands up and he walks out of the tent. I know Samter and Cathra are following. Do the
Of
rest of you?
course.
Yep.
Not unless beckoned to.
Well, he's going. Is he going as the Karak, Josh?
Not into it. He's moving to go up the mountain.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll follow him.
Emil?
I'll follow.
So it's just Torque.
Yeah.
He leads you up the mountain slopes for 4 hours, picking through old roads now used only by the shepherds, the snow melting as he walks. As the sun begins to reach the surrounding mountain peaks, you come to a series of waist-high stacked stone walls, livestock pens. And over the next crest comes a natural cleft in the mountain, leading to a small circular caldera, some 400 feet wide. Cut into the stony cliffs are 24 small verandas. The verandas are old and unused. Some whose stone has crumpled and collapsed into dust and rubble. Scars of large claws and hints of old ash can be seen all around the caldera. Bandar goes up to a knee-high wall around the community well, drops a large rock in, cracking the ice below. It assembles a collapsible bucket and draws some water from it. After drinking and offering each of you a drink, he moves to one of the buildings, which has seen some basic maintenance throughout the years. He walks around the small cut-out building wordlessly, occasionally running his hands along the bare stones. Twice he lets out a small chuckle at a remembered moment, and as the sun finally dips below the horizon, he comes to sit on his knees in the front of Samter and Catherine. He removes from his bag a profane statue the size of his torso. A blasphemous image, the size of his... oh, I already said that. Size of his torso, of a hulking, tentacled mass of silver with 3 central eyes of ruby, and in its an obsidian-toothed maw upon its pinnacle. For the first time since leaving the tent he speaks. I no longer care for the tradition. I present to you my prentice and friend, who are beloved by Mornin, the fruits of my journey. Do you accept the price of my shame?
Samter looks at it and it's just, yes.
Catherine just nods.
He smiles. The first time since you've seen him. Then let us have a meal together. One last time. He prepares a meal for everyone present, and it's a joyous time that is tinged by that ever creeping feeling of dread. Like you know someone that is terminally ill at the meal. He spends a
Sam,
lot of
go ahead, sorry.
he spends a lot of the time trying to tell stories of his journeys, trying to get to know the two of you, especially Samter and Cathra, better. Trying to basically having met Emil, not Emil, well, Emil and Lemire for the first time. He spends some time trying to get to know you two. But in some part, it feels almost out of courtesy rather than legitimate interest. You were saying?
I was gonna say that during the meal prepping and all that stuff, Samter is in like full like in a concert hall, right? Type of performance, singing the songs of old that Vandar taught him so long ago.
Bender joins with you, but his voice is not what it used to be. And it's more of a hum than anything else. He enjoys letting you sing the verses while he joins in during choruses. Do you guys have anything to say to him during the meal? Any questions? Any
Um,
exclamations?
Hmm.
thinking time. During this, Samter will tell him like, yes, like we did all those things as you mentioned before, but as one does, we make mistakes, And I tell him about our recent adventure that happened and
He
what we
plays
found.
he plays with the end of his ponytail while you're telling that. And you tell him what you found, and a grimace kind of twists his face. Is that all you...
And uh no, to Santa, this is like him like confessing, right? Of his sins.
You're at confessional.
Yeah, in a
Dad, we
way.
fucked up.
In a way that this is him coming to terms of I just yeah, that happened.
He, in the midst of that grimace, he kind of says to you with a grim tone, I would have thought you would have learned to not act so brashly after your exile.
Deep breath in, deep breath out. It's just, yes. I rest. No, I'm pretty sure. Is Torek gonna be with us
Torik's not
during this?
present. She stayed back.
Okay. Okay.
Please don't
I
die of hypothermia down there.
Yeah,
yes.
she started herself a fire.
Essentially, it's I like you know my essentially like I trusted someone with this entire thing, but we did not hear the entire story to him. That we do it, but it's like yes, this is a mark against me. And it will not ever happen again.
Was anyone harmed?
No. Well,
Was anyone killed?
no.
Yeah.
No one was killed. But there was a lot
Was
of
anyone maimed?
no.
Was anything irreplaceably lost?
Do magic items count as irreplaceable lost?
Yeah.
But
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it
that's what he
does.
means.
And you
He
said,
he honestly couldn't care whether you lost something. He cares about the person that you offended having lost something.
Oh,
I
um,
mean, it's not irrevocable.
other than the diamonds, right? And maybe
Well,
his
we have
research
them.
paper. Yeah,
They're not lost.
and the nothing other than his research papers, but that was it. So yeah, so no.
And what was this research papers? What were they about?
A demon lord named Manaroth and his cycles of when he returns to this world. I am afraid of what it brings.
Petrick is no fool. He has seen omens, just as some others have. He is preparing for what he believes to be the worst.
Hmm.
I cannot excuse what he's done, but I understand what he's done. I perhaps would have made the same choices in his stead. These omens can be very early.
Hmm.
I perhaps would even attribute them to his descent and perhaps his harshness with his family.
Do
But
you
all of
know
my
what he
children
was
are
doing
dead.
with the crystals?
I cannot tell you.
I see.
And I'll proceed to tell him also about what he's doing with the apprentices too. At least from what we've heard and from what they've said of like sending them out on the grudge, getting grudge gold,
On the grudge
apprentices who
grind.
aren't warriors.
This leaves you can tell this leaves a really bad taste in his mouth just from the facial expression that he is very freely kind of just showing off. He's not hiding much in
Hmm.
this conversation.
And the apprentices that have gone missing, although we've found 2 of them. So after this, we plan to head down to the Karak and go to court. The 3 hammers.
Did you ever approach Petrick?
No.
Then stop letting yourself be fooled by lies of omission.
Mhm.
Both of you.
Josh, what does he mean by that?
You just admitted that you were
Yeah.
not told the whole truth.
Yeah.
He's saying don't let yourself be fooled by people not telling you the whole truth and not having all the information.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine looks very thoroughly chastised.
Yes. It's after.
Picard, if the old laws are to be followed, you will not be penalized too harshly. I cannot speak for Torek. That is a much graver sin than to destroy that which your own father works to create. But the rest of you, you've committed a petty crime. It is not within tradition to punish any of you so harshly.
Okay.
Stand tall, be proud. Know that your heart was in the right place, but your mind was out.
Yes.
Do better in the
Oh,
future.
I'll
Choose
keep
the
that to heart.
elders that you allow at the council carefully. And
Understood.
understand that my presence will buy you some time.
Okay.
As the meal continues, he tries to steer the conversation into something more merry, and he asks you guys, especially about getting the egg back
Mm-hmm.
from the Sun Dragon. That's an interesting topic to him, and he asks you a lot about Emil and his mother. He basically is trying to put together, did I ever know this woman? Could I share anything
Mm-hmm.
with Emil? Turns out he
Uh,
didn't.
Tamter, of course, just absolutely gawks about his wife. You know.
Every time you bring up Saza, he is just the happiest person he's ever been with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something new for you. In exile, he was just mostly always sour and
Mm-hmm.
like stern, but he is laughing, he is loving all of this. He is asking so many questions about you. And he throws a few jabs your way like, "Hey, you're of age. Why is it taking so long?"
Yes.
Hmm.
Because one, we were very poor, but we
Hmm.
not well. That's not an excuse. I know, but we were both
What's a legitimate
extremely.
concern?
Yeah. Well, you know me. I don't. I can't keep a job down. I mean, really.
And never
This is,
have.
and so, and so money was hard to come by for a while. But we,
Did you ever get a job?
uh, not like for not like a dwarven standard job where I stayed down, for my entire life. But I had jobs here and there. I did my best. The longest I spent was as a stone singer, for sure. Worked worked with my family, and well, Frost, Helheim clan for a while there,
He
and
gets
then
curious at this, and he starts like grilling the rest of you because you guys are you're starting a Carrick.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah,
have a job, Cathra?
Well, I've recently been retaking up some of the family business of smithing, and of course, I've been helping out with the stone singing, and there's all of the grudges to be taking on at the moment, so it's a very busy time.
How recent is recent?
I don't know how long ago was that.
the grudge or the metalcraft or learning how to blacksmith. The blacksmith was
Blacksmithing.
like 2 years ago.
I think that was like 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of exaggeratedly like throws up his hands in exasperation. Oh, I didn't help this Carrick. All they're going to be good at is digging holes in the ground.
And all dwarves aren't. It's in our blood.
Yes, and we need to do something with the things we take out of the ground.
We have a master smith, we've got an engineer, we've got a ranger. We're not completely helpless.
Mimir, please, Emil, please tell me that
He-
you do have some sort of solid craft.
Mimir pulls out a certification that was basically that is this copy's made of steel, but it's basically
He
just
is.
a certification of like, yeah, this is my profession,
He just
blacksmith.
whipped out his fucking forklift certification.
Yep.
Just slams diploma down.
It's like as he says this that he like really scrutinizes Emil for the first time, and he just looks back to Samter and Kath. Why is there a child with you?
Yeah, they're
We've been
just
asking
shrugs
this question for a
helplessly.
long time. We found out he lied on his resume. A lot.
He says, turning to you, Emil.
Not only that, but somehow I managed to lie to Membo Darkiron to get with us.
Cam just weighed in when we were defending the walls.
Don't worry, he paid his punishment with his. Well, okay, that's harsh,
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's
a little bit,
Jesus.
but it all accumulated eventually.
Don't just stand there with your mouth cocking, boy, he says, pointing to Emil with his spoon. Defend yourself at least.
Oh, you should hear his greeting. Emil, do your greeting
and you greeting boy.
that you rehearse every day.
Well, not anymore.
You should, no, that's right. You haven't done it in a while, huh? Then again, we also haven't met a lot of people
Yeah.
to talk to.
One minute. He goes outside, looks. What time of day is it?
It's like 7 o'clock, just about.
Okay, so PM. Good night, sir. My name is Emil Forchard, and I used to be an apprentice at the Carragazgal. Now I work for her. And I point to Catherine.
Hold up,
Yeah,
section
they're
just
just
hold
like,
up.
what?
What? When did
I was not consulted about this.
she does have a business? No offense. You know how she does
No,
have a
no, you're right.
business.
Well, what about
Well,
that
I don't-
mine? He says, gesturing with the spoon.
Yeah,
Well,
what
I
do
don't
you
really
want?
work for her. It's more like I just build stuff if they need stuff to be built.
And use
You're
me as a
using this
scapegoat.
boy as manual labor?
He's
No,
using me
not-
as
He
a scapegoat.
won't. He's using us as scapegoats.
He says this with like the biggest grin of like, yeah, I know, but like I gotta I gotta take his seniors accountable for his stupid actions.
We've kept him alive through his stupid actions.
Oh really? I lift up my neck.
Oh no,
Oh.
you did that to
Emil.
yourself.
Oh yeah, I did that to myself.
Yes.
That would be the business with the vampires, would it not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got him fixed.
That's why we slayed him so quickly. Right afterwards. We didn't take our time, we immediately went over there and cut him down.
And then we stole their house.
Now we know what vampirism is. Oh, Vander, ever heard this? Hear us out. Dwarfs on boats.
Let me follow up with, have you ever heard of dwarfs having drowned?
That's what the boat is for.
That's what the boat is for.
Is
Well-
is this a legitimate idea?
Well, you see, so the carriage that we were building is
It's
near
on
the
the lake,
system.
I understand that, but I thought
Yes.
you would just build a path around the lake.
I mean, but
But
the mine is
no.
like on the other side of the lake. Boating would be much more efficient.
I point to Catherine. What she said.
Time is money. We did find a magic boat that they're looking at the specs of.
Yeah.
And you never got into a profession with that orientation of yours.
Been a lot recently.
What were you dawdling your thumbs for?
Sorry, Dad.
He's looking at Samter mainly. It's like,
Cather's reflecting and realizing she doesn't have a good answer.
you guys are being showed up just because Amir pulled out his fucking certification
Yeah,
card.
Mimir, why you gotta make us look bad in front of Dad?
Hey, my hands were never idle. Okay, I was always doing something, just not
The right
holding.
thing.
Yeah, which I think might. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but when the crack gets built, I want to spend a lot of time teaching the youth,
Hmm.
teaching the young. What do humans call that? Teachers?
Being a teacher, yes.
I don't
I
know.
don't think of it as a profession.
No, but
Damn, Josh.
When your whole society is based around homeschooling, they don't.
I know,
yeah,
but still, it's funny.
that and then I don't know. There's a lot in the air, obviously. A lot of us are going to have to pull on different jobs and manage different things. So
As is
we'll.
the establishment of a new hold. Just think
Mhm,
carefully about what you intend to portray yourselves as to your northern and western cousins. Don't want to
mhm.
isolate yourself from all of the traditions of old.
No.
We do have an Anvil of Destruction. Or an Anvil of Doom. I never remember which one it is. That's player me that doesn't remember.
An impressive feat. No doubt involving all of your escapades in the underways.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're
Ah,
finally sitting back and reflecting with
Hey, at least none
with
of us got
Dwarven.
stuck in a blizzard for 2 months.
Yeah, true. At least none of us
Uh,
fucked up. Well, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say
mm,
that.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Yeah, I wasn't
Mm,
gonna go that far.
yeah. No, because yeah, no.
Mistakes have been made.
alright. So as you guys finish the meal, Vandar changes his countenance from the merry old storyteller that Catherine knew in the Temple of Morden to the cold and morose slayer Samter knew in exile. I shall remain in the Carrick for 2 weeks. One in celebration, one in preparation. Come. Walk with me. See me back into the Carrick. I will make a call as the Slayer King to the elders and ancestors of the Carrick, and we will march north through the old tunnels
Understood.
until we meet our lost brothers in Dunmorrow and Loch Modan. And you will face the consequences of your actions.
Yes. Fuck, we're really making an entrance. Holy
Yeah, we really are.
yeah.
It's just like, well, they told us to come back. We're
If
here.
man,
Yeah.
if this is the last time we ever get into this Karak, holy shit, it's gonna be a memorable one.
What a way to go.
With that, you all descend 4 hours back down to the place where Torek is. Torek is huddled by a fire in the cold, open, freezing winter.
Yep. Just the whole time Torek just kind of set herself up a fire and has been just kind of thinking to herself, holding one of the flowers that she was going to send to her brother. The which one was it? The black-eyed Susan.
Black eyed peas.
You all spend a kind of uncomfortable night in Vandar's tent. Everybody kind of shoved together, trying to stay warm.
Samter is the radiator. Well, I guess Vandar is the radiator.
Vandar is the radiator.
Also, what are the flames of ruin, Josh? Is he gonna let chaos take the world?
Effectively, it's a blessing given by Clangeddon that is saying you're going to war and you're going to die.
Mm.
Ooh. Okay.
But you are going to be a leader. It's called a Slayer King, who takes on a voluntary oath of the Slayer so that they are not bound by honor to fight their foes.
God, oh, that's badass. Oh, that's badass. Oh, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
Oreo. It's all coming together. She's gonna fight with
It's all coming
Alpha.
together.
Fuck.
Waking up early in the morning, about 7, as is his or not even 7, 6, as is Vandar's routine. It's
After
difficult to ignore the massive source of heat leaving the tent.
Vandar wakes up and sees Samter doing the morning exercises.
He gives you a look, but does not comment.
Like, it's weight loss, okay? I'm getting toned up. I want to look like I lift weights, but I'm not afraid to say yes to a cookie. Right now, I only have one of those. I'm not afraid to say yes to a cookie.
You've certainly taken care of yourself since your exile.
I let myself go for a while.
You've enjoyed the pleasures of civilization you were deprived of. Do not be too ashamed of it.
No, but
I'm about to enjoy many of them.
Samter looks over and is like, I know you can beat me in a drinking competition, but eventually, if we're still allowed there, well,
You're putting
We'll
a
see.
lot of qualifications onto this statement.
we'll drink later.
Of course. So the 6 hours it takes for you guys to both pack up the tent, helping out Vandar, and descend to the front gates of the Carrick, there's a commotion. The guards at the front gate are worried and confused by just this path of melted snow appearing in front of them, and then a Godslayer coming up saying, I am redeemed. Open the gates. It brings a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Understandable, sir. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
As people have begun gathering at the gates with the blow of the horn that signals it's opening. Because they don't just open the door, like there's normally like a small door in the gate that they open for everyday commerce. They fully open the gates, which are like 30 feet tall, 10 to 20 feet wide, and there's a crowd that gathers around.
Why isn't whenever there's trouble, it's always you, 5?
Mhm.
That is precisely what you see as you
Yeah.
see the head priest of each god at the door,
Shit.
Garden, staring each of you down with daggers and fury behind his eyes as he sees Vandar. The head priest of Clangdon is the first to like recover his composure, and he steps forward. You see that he's holding in his arms this really, really long series of blonde hair, 2 braids, and then one braided beard. As he threads them through 2 large silver rings, he kneels in front of Vandar and just holds them up to him, his head downcast, not wanting to look him in the eyes. As Vandar picks up the 2 rings, he fixes the one with his beard clippings basically on a necklace that he has, and it like pulls his neck down almost. You can tell that he's not used to this weight being there. The other one, he threads through the braided red hair that he has. And then just kind of starts walking forward almost like he doesn't really know what to do in this situation. He didn't
Mhm.
think it was ever going to happen. A lot of dwarves are like whispering and murmuring because Vandar's been gone for like almost 100 years. There are a lot of beardlings who don't even know who he is. What are you guys doing?
I guess should we go to the police station, turn ourselves in?
Torek has just had this 1,000-yard stare all day and basically has not said anything the
Yeah,
entire
I don't
day.
really know what the legal protocol or expectations are other than show up here.
Yeah.
So, like, what is it, like, expected of us to do, and what did Vandar mean by choose the elders carefully?
Well, because they're gonna probably bear witness, right?
I'm going to. I'll explain this. So,
Yeah, because I'm
court
confused.
for you guys, the Court of the Greater Hammers, is going to involve. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phases.
Jeez.
Hmm.
So, I'll just post these here. We have the establishment of risks, which is basically just the major clan leaders grilling you guys to see, are you going to hurt somebody else? Should we
Mhm.
put you in jail before your trial? You're going to have to make your claim as to that, and you're going to have to gather basically people who can put their reputation on the line that you won't do something that stupid. In the 12 months that it chooses to pick the jury consists of 5 elders or living ancestors that you are allowed to veto one of,
Mm.
but so does the accusant.
Hmm.
So there will be 5 that show up at the end of this, at the end of the first 6 months. You'll be able to interview them, and then you can choose to basically dismiss one of them. Then there's basically the trial begins. There's 1-day phases. The establishment of facts. You basically just say, what did you do? What is your side of the story? Stick to just facts. The establishment of blame, which is when you will make your case saying, are you justified? Why did you do it? Who do you and during this time you're trying to appeal either to the judges directly who are going to be the major clan leaders, so Muradin, Moira, and Falstad, or the jurors, hoping that they give you a lighter sentence. Petrick is going to be making counterclaims, going against you guys. Then the establishment of judgment is basically just the announcement. You are guilty, you are not guilty, here is your punishment.
Okay.
So
Okay, so we got some time.
whenever you guys want to begin the establishment of risks is up to you. You've got about 3 weeks before they just declare you an outlaw.
Hmm.
And being an outlaw among the dwarves means anyone is allowed to attack you for any reason.
Mm.
Okay.
You are not under the protection of law. You can be treated however anyone wants.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That's also what an outlaw actually means in America too, but you know.
So should we just run in? I feel like. Do we have anything to take up the 3 weeks?
The week of
No.
celebration that Vandar's going to hold.
So I mean, I'll participate in that.
The week
Yeah,
of the week of preparation he's going to hold.
I will help with. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, at least 2 of us have 2 of those weeks occupied.
Yeah. Sorry, can you come in January 2nd, please?
It's
That works my schedule. See, you know Vandar? Yeah, big guy, super important. Yeah, I'm gonna be with them.
maybe we can split our elders there. See who's Vandar is friendly with, so we can get friendly with them. We could try to see if any of them would be in one of the jurors.
Well, 5 get chosen by I'm assuming Josh has chosen
I
them.
get chosen.
So that's what I'm saying.
They are voted by popular demand. among the living ancestors.
Mm.
As I'm saying, while we're here with Vanda around, we could probably just start trying to butter some up. You know what I mean? Ones that possibly might have a voice in the ones that have definitely have a voice in the Carrick.
And, it's characters, clan leaders.
Hmm.
We've never really gotten close
Yeah.
with any of them other than Skorun.
That's what I'm saying. We might have to start doing a little bit more of that.
I mean, Moira in a way, I guess. Not really.
In a way, yes, but practically probably not as close.
Yeah.
Moira
So
at
I'm assuming
least
we're just
knows
gonna.
of me.
Yeah. Should we just roll into the first week of downtime celebration?
Right? Yeah.
Commit any more crimes.
Do not commit
Yes.
any more crimes, please. I beg
Can-
of you as your DM.
Believe
No.
me, we don't want to. I don't know. Do we have to have like a designated driver person to keep everyone else from doing stupid shit if they get drunk?
Well, no. Samter's gonna watch what he drank,
Mhm.
or how much he's going to drink.
Catherine's not drinking at all. She wants to remember this.
Like Torek is definitely not drinking at all.
Emil?
I'm drinking.
Not
Like I'm drinking, but it's like a lounge drinking,
Mhm.
sipping beer, making conversation, not drunk, slightly buzzed, so you can still remember all of it.
So the first day of this week begins with probably one of the largest feasts you guys have experienced at the Carrick, but it is a very short one, as Vandar goes into this with an incredible amount of wealth that he has accumulated over the years of his journey. He is buying pretty much every store out of food and drink, and it is flowing like rivers, the alcohol does. But he specifically actually does not spend much time drinking. He's spending a lot of this time basically networking. He's talking to everybody, trying to get back up to speed on the politics of the Carrick, and he's focusing all of his time and efforts on figuring out who is making the best equipment and with what to do what. He spends the rest of the week basically just thinning it down, weeding people out, inviting them to his parties and celebrations until he has who he thinks are going to provide him the best equipment. You are all invited during this time, but to him, it's all business. Well, mostly business.
Yeah,
He
during
takes a little bit of time to enjoy things, but he's not drinking very heavily during any of these times.
yeah, when it gets down to like business, Samter will be there and be serious and not drink. He
What is he
he
doing the
want
rest of the time?
um I guess just probing around, seeing what the public opinion of us is after what happened, just to gauge, to
Make me
see
an insight check.
insight, huh? Eee.
You're not very good at that, are you? Huh?
No, I'm a 3. Can I add a verdict, or would it be too long for a verdict? 13. Actually, should I do my inspiration? I'll use my inspiration for this.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. During the last 3 days or so, you kind of notice something. Tharden has been invited to every single party, even to the last day, which really only consists of about 30 dwarves. The majority of them, not including yourselves, are either elders or living ancestors. What are the rest of you guys doing during this time?
Oric is probably just
Mm.
gonna be like working on her expertise in her jeweler's kits, just like at a feverish pace.
I'd be
Mm.
willing to give you extra progress, but you would risk gaining a few points of exhaustion.
See, now I'm thinking of just like, hey, what would Toric do? Yeah, she would.
During the whole 2 weeks?
Just one. The second week is a more normal pace.
Um, can you give me a Constitution 7 Constitution saving throws? The DC
7.
is
Oh
going
boy.
to progressively increase from 10, adding 1 every time.
Gotcha. Eh, eh, eh. Mm, mm.
Ew.
6, 7.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Pass, fail, fail, fail,
Fail.
fail,
Oh my god.
Fail.
Is she dead?
fail,
And
No.
fail. Oh my god.
Is Tor dead?
You have
No.
6 points of exhaustion.
Only because we're using different rules. Torque is not dead.
Yeah.
That's why we're using the different rules.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be absurd. Torque would have just worked herself to death
out of anxiety.
Yeah, I'd
in a
have died
single
from
week.
vitals years ago.
Done.
And then during that week working feverishly, you get a month's worth of experience in. However,
Gotcha.
because you're working the next week, you will not lose any of these exhaustion points until after that.
Like, I'm thinking, would Toric ever like take a rest in this?
Well, you've already said you wouldn't, so
Yeah. She probably wouldn't anyway, so.
is anyone else doing anything but partying with Vandar?
Let's see.
I was mainly doing, the risk of being terribly unoriginal, the same sort of thing as Samter was doing. Or, hanging around in those general
We-
circles, but also kind of keeping an ear out to what's going on about what people are thinking
We-
about us.
We are the
Make me
left
an
and
Make
we
me
are
an
the
insight check.
hands of fucking Vanguard.
Honestly. I mean,
We
this
may
is the
not,
last time we're ever going to see him,
And he
and
doesn't mind in any way, shape, or form.
That is good.
Mhm.
23!
Cool.
Thank God.
Pretty good.
I got at least some of my curse rolls out on Friday. Knock on wood, or some wood.
Mm.
It's not wood, but close enough.
I'm going to give you this set of names and what their opinions are of you. You're able to kind of glean 9 out of the 20 elders and living ancestors that were present at the party and their opinions of you guys specifically.
Mm.
Helheim is positive. Interesting. Okay. So,
Yeah.
And I spelled it wrong too.
Yes.
I'm a science teacher.
Could be better, could be worse.
See, Mimir.
Hmm. 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 I think Lemire might be. Hmm. I think I'm gonna make a. I'll make an invisibility potion with Brightwind scales.
During those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Emil.
Uh, 2 weeks. Aside from being scared shitless, he will maybe work on his expertise in. Let's see. Actually, no. What was I working on previously? Uh, the hell did I put as a? He was working on his I can't remember what feat I was. Oh, his tough feat.
All right. Putting 2 weeks into that. Samter, at any point do you go home during this time?
I got 4 weeks now.
Oof.
ah. uh, probably.
Samter, as you're heading home one of these days, you come across going, walking down the street. You see something large have been placed in front of your home. Something that's about 20 feet tall.
Oh, no.
As you get closer, you see a statue of yourself and Saza on top of a large marble pedestal. You are posed with your left arm around Saza, holding up your quarterstaff parallel with the ground, the quarterstaff made of carved quartz. Saza resting both of her hands on an axe, its head placed on the ground. On the statue, there is a lead tablet that says, I await our agreed upon price at my workshop in the Stonecutters Guild. Signed Grossrook Forgrund.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh my god. We found the ones.
It's-
I guess tell me, you guys post for to get a sculpture made of you?
Dude comes back. And he's just, Catherine, I need you to send a sending message, please.
To who and about what?
To my wife, I found out our mistake that we made that one
What is
night.
it?
Follow.
Okay, I'm following.
Catra, as you get to their house, you see this beautifully, like absolutely masterwork carved statue of them that takes up 3/4 of the street.
Yeah, I feel like blinks at it for a good like 5 seconds and then just cracks up.
Yeah.
What do you want me to tell her?
Essentially, I have found the mistake that we made that night, and we owe a lot of money from it. Oh, wait, no, Sasa would probably be here. In all honesty, why?
It sounds like I don't know.
Yeah, I'd imagine
Yeah,
she'd
Sasa
be
would be
here.
here. Yeah, no, it would be Samter and Sasa coming home to this.
She just kind of looks at you. looks at the statue. At least we look good.
Oh, she looks really good. How much do you think it is?
20,000?
Mm. All right. Okay.
Where are we gonna put this?
I don't know. That's a it's a great question.
Again, at least we look good.
Yeah. I mean, like he's just like, man, look at your form. Just like admiring Saza as he
Yeah,
does.
I think they exaggerated that a little bit. Yeah, because your belly is your belly's missing. Where is it?
What?
She
He
like
looks at
climbs up and like hangs from your arm and like motions where she thinks it should be, which is very much bigger than it is right now.
I look at the statue. I look at my stomach. Look at the statue. Look at the stomach. It's for the future. I'm working on it. I've been exercising every day. And no snacks.
No, you. I haven't found any more stashes. I guess that's true.
You know, I'm a man of my word. Do you know this?
That's fair, Daniel. That's fair.
This is payback for the rock deal, yes.
What rock deal?
The Amber sarcophagus guy.
We had
Oh
to
yeah.
bring it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, we gotta go pay it sometime. Why wait?
Yeah. Checks her pocket purse.
Yeah, don't.
No, I've got a lot. I've got a lot.
Alright. Okay.
And it's just gonna hurt.
Yes. At least we won't be as poor as we were
As she
prior.
gets as she gets down from the statue, you actually notice that her eyes are glowing subtly yellow.
Saza,
What?
what's your eyes? They're glowing
Well, thank you,
yellow.
Samter, but you say that all the time.
I pull out a mirror. No, like literally.
Oh. Um. Huh.
Uh, we should go and see a doctor after.
As you guys head over to the Rock Cutters Guild, you find a medium-sized workshop owned by Grossruck Volgrund, and the people at the who are basically managing their front desks recognize the two of you and treat you with like great respect, like they're trying to get on your good side as they bring you into Grossruck's office. He's a stern-looking Longbeard with almost white blonde hair, and his hands are extremely calloused, like Saza's are from his profession. Oh, my two customers, it has been some time.
Yeah. Um. Uh, thank you for the product. It looks amazing.
Yes, one of the greatest works of the past couple of years. It's been a long time since I've been able to do real statues. I was very excited when you came to me with that proposal.
Yeah. They do. As you know, we're here to finish our side of the bargain. The agreement.
Yes, 14,000 gold pieces, I believe.
Okay. I hand him 14,000 gold pieces.
Sazo's gonna split the price with you, though
I
you
hand
see
him.
like a single tear roll down her cheek.
And you see a single
Wallet
tear roll
screams out
down
in
on the
agony.
opposite cheek of mine as he's kept the gold.
I hope you enjoy it quite a bit, he says, counting up his new platinum that he's very excited to have earned. And I do
Um,
hope you appreciate the enhancements that we gave it.
enhancements.
Yes, you requested something, and I quote, dazzling and magical to. Well, the words after that were slurred, but I think I got the idea.
Is he going to elaborate further on what it is?
Are you going to ask him to elaborate further?
Yes. uh,
Well, seeing as you're one of the founding members of a new Carrick, I thought I would give you a little veneration. It gives you a blessing when you touch it.
oh,
A fine piece of handiwork with a hidden core of grudge gold within.
Ooh.
Water so expensive.
all right. Is Josh? Is that it? Just it has grudge gold in it.
No, it casts bless on you when you touch it.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh,
Okay, that's actually like useful.
oh! It's just. Oh, why? Thank you so much.
Of
All right.
course. I look forward to the next celebration that I might be able to make another statue. Please
Well,
come again.
of course, we appreciate the
Perhaps I
business.
will be able to capture the likeness of your entire party.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Maybe we could, yeah.
And bid their dues, and it's like,
Fine, but it's coming out of your iron golem fund.
and
That's
it
after
just
Air Golem.
looks, and it's just. I
Or
think we should
when
move that to the new Croc soon.
or Ramir takes or Ramir makes a statue, makes the Iron Golem his statue.
I'll look into hiring a team of Roths to pull it.
All right.
I
Wow.
get that. It's
We
so
noted.
light, she says, jingling her coin purse.
Yeah. Stamped jingles his, because we obviously split it. I know.
I was saving up. I'm still gonna get my tiara, right?
Yeah, as long as Torque and Emil are still alive, you're still going to get your tiara. And if they somehow unfortunately pass away, we'll find some other alternative.
Hey, what the fuck? What about me?
And Mimir.
Yeah,
No, not Mimir.
I understand. I understand.
Rob more dragon.
But like at some point during the couple of weeks, Torek asks to have a word with Samter. And like he can see that she has not been taking care of herself. Like her eyes are sunken in, there are bags under her eyes like nobody's business. Her eyes are
Samter
bloodshot and she's hunched over.
Samter walks in. You sit. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Torek
Drink
just
water.
sits down.
I go and go get ingredients for food to make her, and some nice herbal tea. Walks back in. Not only do I have to lecture Emil about proper hygiene, he's a child. I have to come in here to make sure that you can sleep. What if I told you?
She kind of
If
cuts
you're in
off
my party,
Samter and just says, "Why did
you're
you tell me
going to
to not take
eat
out my braid?"
because you are a dwarf, or you're not.
And aren't braids a symbol of pride?
Are you proud to be
Symbol
a
of
dwarf?
respect? No.
Are you proud of yourself for being a dwarf? Are you
No.
proud of the things that you have achieved in your life?
Not anymore.
Right? I say it because I am proud of you still. Yes, we had this horrible thing happen, right? I told you about what I did in the past.
And
right?
it never made sense to me as to why you took the Slayer's oath.
Because I let my friends to their death.
And
It was
I've
my
been
price to
dragging you
pay.
all down with me and my issues.
But we are still here, correct? We are still
Correct?
alive. So therefore, you should be thankful that we are alive. I am thankful that I am alive every day. Correct?
Correct.
You are alive. This is a hiccup in a road. Every dwarf who seeks independence has one. As one saying for myself.
I feel like this is more than just a hiccup, though.
But we still
This
have to
feels like a
figure it out.
stab to the gut.
And yet we have people, you are surrounded by people who love you, care for you,
And I
right?
don't
People
know
that you
why
didn't
they
have in the
do.
past. Because shit, not okay. Ethan wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared for part 1, not for part 2. Because you have shown us love and care and kindness in return. You have proven to a dwarf, trust is everything, is it not?
It is, and I betrayed that trust. I didn't give you the full
But
story. I had you all follow me into what I felt was right.
yes, and at least you made that decision proud, did you not? Yes, yes, you may not have told us,
I felt it was
right?
the only
The whole
decision I could have
story.
made. For what little I had
But,
left.
it's not your fault. We also could have asked, is it not? It is
Yep.
two ways. Yes, this is your thing, but we should have also asked. Should we not have?
I,
We always forget things, right?
right.
You have families you can fall back onto. You have Saza. You have me and Saza. Catherine and Edric will take care of you. You have helped them. You've helped them in unimaginable ways. Creating the next Karak. That's one of the hardest feats to ever exist. Is it not?
It is. And yet I still feel like that I do not deserve you all. Maybe that's just what I've been taught from the beginning. Maybe it's something my
Yes.
father put into me, but
But
I'm more afraid of what I'm going to do to myself than what everyone else
then
thinks
stay
of me.
around us. Then don't leave. If you leave or we can't follow, we can't help you.
All I've ever been good at is running. I don't know anything different.
Then stay by our side.
Are you
You
sure?
sleep in my house. You're still welcome to my house, are you not?
I don't know,
You
am I?
sleep, you eat our food, you live your life. You're doing self-improvement. It's great. It's wonderful. Love seeing your artwork. Yes, I window peek, okay? You don't ignore it. I'm trying to yeah, no, yeah. My wife wants a tiara. We all know this. And let me tell you, I'm
Maybe
excited
someday I'll be good
and
enough
waiting
to
for
make
the
her one.
day. And you will with time. That's the one thing dwarves always have on our side. We have time.
I should probably drink some water, huh?
Yes. Damn it. Eat your food. I made it, so obviously it's good. Coming from the
Thank you.
fat guy.
Thank you, Samter.
Yes.
I've been kind of festering, not going to lie.
Yes, I can tell. Sleep. Please.
All right. as she drinks water, eats food, and then just kind of passes out.
Josh, is this what it feels like to be a dad?
One more time.
Is this what it feels like to be a dad? First Arthas, now I'm adopting Toric.
Couldn't tell you what it's like to be a dad, but this is what it's like to be the dad of the party.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well, it's time to get to the fun part of the session.
Actually, since we've been going for 2 hours, let's take a quick anxiety break.
Got it.
I better.
I think we did.
Do you want us to do? Well, we did the first week, right?
No, we did both
No, we
weeks.
did both.
Okay, Josh, was that insight check for only the first week and figuring out everybody's opinion of us? Or was those like parties going throughout the 2 weeks?
So the party was only 1 week. The rest of the
Yes,
time,
like
he's
that.
just spending gathering materials, gathering equipment.
Okay.
I suppose
Wish I-
then, yes, Cathra and Samter do have 1 week. What do you guys want to spend doing it?
No, that would be like, oh, try to find public opinion again. Well, I don't think that's something you can just go around and find out at bars without hiding.
I would offer my hat, but I no longer have that.
Oh yeah, you don't. That's a move.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
That's not on me.
Um,
You and your prixy wizard types.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I'm just complaining.
Wah.
Where?
You tell us to
I
let you
guess.
complain.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite.
We
I'm gonna
know
call you on
this.
it.
I might. Do I just spend it prepping my wife?
My wife.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Prep,
God,
just prep. Okay,
that sounds awful.
prepping my wife to be able to do formal public speaking.
That sounds
Temporary
bad.
charisma boost.
Temporary charisma boost. Yes. Josh, can I do that? And I guess to give her the full details about what happened too. Not that I probably already
Roll me
did.
a charisma check.
I got that, as the kids say, Riz.
Oh God.
I'm willing to give her a bonus when it comes time for her to roll.
Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna spend my week doing that.
I mean, I'll give my brother like all the additional like details that I think might be helpful to him.
He's taking notes fully on lead, and he is you can tell he is furiously trying to commit them to memory.
And just any other time that I have left, she's basically helping with Vandar's preparations in any way she can.
Like inside Samter's home, he has a whole entire bulletin board. That's Sansa in
With
the
all the
seat.
strings.
Vandalr is really thankful for you to just spend this time with him first and foremost, but the fact that you're trying to help as well, because you've got a really high wisdom even compared to him at this point. Can you roll me an insight check?
Sure. Can I guidance myself?
Go ahead.
Sweet. Oh, 17, not bad.
You're able to help him a lot, like a lot with the
Nice.
dealings of the everyday, like, sales of things, because he came in with like 1,000,000 gold.
Oh my god.
Um,
He's been gone for like 100 years.
I mean,
He's got a
fair,
lot
but
to
Yeah.
still,
spend.
jeez.
He brought fireworks.
It's
and then
It's gonna
during
be
like the
like going
time,
after Randaroth with the equivalent of an RPG.
during the time when I'm not giving Saza formal education in
Riz.
how to be a noble, I'll help out Vandar as well. But
At the end of the last week, Vandar gets the two of you, well, and the rest of the Carrick as well, as he makes a very big public announcement that he wants to gather everyone at the Endless Stair. Which, if you remember correctly, is where the demon that Boag first fought
oh.
is being held.
mhm.
And he gathers all of you, especially he takes Catherine Samter across the bridge, a place that none of you have ever gone before. And he basically just tells you just to stand and bear witness. As you see, let me pull up my notes here.
Yeah, 1v1 Steve.
No. As he has assembled all that are willing to join him, which is surprisingly few. Out of the Carrick of 5,000, only 50 have been chosen and heed the call. He gathers them in before the endless stair, the 50 lining the bridge and kneeling before their family members. He kneels before you two, and he says his solemn last words to you. Burn it into your memories, kin. This is the oath of the Slayer King, chosen by Clangeddon. 50 voices bellow out the following words with rehearsed coordination. I am a dwarf. My honor is my life, and without it I am nothing. I shall become a slayer. I shall seek vengeance in the eyes of the All-Father. I shall become as death to my enemies, until I face he that takes my life. I go now to die, and I shall never be redeemed. I have been called. I must answer. With that, each of them begins to shave the last strip of their hair off, leaving nothing on their head, and especially on Vandar, but blazing skin. He says these last 7 words to you. It is done. Goodbye. And I love you. He stands up and begins the long march out of the Carrick. The entire dwarven population silent. Not a hammer blow is made. Not a single word is whispered. Until all 51 of the slayers have left the Carrick.
I look over, and I don't look over to Catherine, but it's just no whispered voices. He's really gone this time, and we can't follow.
You can see that Catherine's just been quietly crying.
Catherine must stand tall.
We will.
We will stand proud.
We will
He has
carry
given
his
us
legacy.
gifts. Are we clearly visible to the rest of the dwarven population, Josh? I'm
Yeah.
asking. Okay.
Samter doesn't want to cry in public.
No, I was gonna pull out the silvered thing to look at it, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it in front of all these people. Idea. Yeah. When we get home, I'll pull it out and sit it on the table as like a last remembrance that Center has, and Catherine of Vander Bronsbeard, King of the Slayers.
Yeah, you got me all emotional.
Sure, letting
I
that
pull
moment
out some.
sit for a bit.
I will pull out some wine flasks. Set one in front of Catherine, then one in front of me. And I look at everybody else. You guys want some?
Yep.
May as
All
well.
right. I
You know
get
when you're an alcoholic.
I give grape juice to
Emil.
Emil, and I raise up the and I raise up the glass. I say, to a mentor, to a friend, his legacy shall ever live on in our crock. His teaching shall be passed down. And takes a drink.
To Vandar.
To Vandar.
Emil sounds
Stop.
like he's been pre-gaming.
Yeah.
No, he still has a lot of tears, where he's like quiet until he speaks up, and it's just mumbling.
So who's ready to get interrogated tomorrow?
As ready as
Not me.
You just see Catherine just like drain the glass at that.
Yeah.
Santa
Like,
fills it right back up.
do I still have that bottle of brandy?
Cheers, brother.
Oh, do you? Oh,
I
please tell me
do.
you do. Oh, let's crack it open.
Yes.
Josh, do dwarves get hangovers?
We have lesser restoration. What do you mean?
Fair enough. You're right. You're right.
I won't get. I will not get drunk enough to like go and make mistakes. I will say that.
Yeah.
I will get tipsy.
If we're being careful, I won't require any saves.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
We are
am being careful.
I'm being careful.
I'm also noticing that nobody even asked Vandar about possibly dispelling the imprisonment.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
kind of figured he would have mentioned it when we told him about all the
Well-
crystals and all the people in them
Yeah.
and needing to get them out.
I think that's a fair assumption. Because the
Mhm.
answer was going to be no, he's a barbarian now.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
Yeah, zealot baby. Ah, that'd be so cool. I want to see art of that. Oh, that'd be such cool art.
Just
Get
a
on it, Josh.
purely
flame.
bald, blazing skinned.
You know, I think
Barbarian.
that's referenced to us somewhere else too.
What?
Let me find it. Let me find it. Said fuck. No.
Oh, I stole the whole Slayer system from Warhammer, so that being said, move on to the next day. Where you guys know where to shut up. It's not that. It's not the frenzied flame.
Yeah, fire's not very effective against demons.
Well, what if it's consecrated fire?
Maybe.
As you guys are called to the chamber of the Three Hammers, which lies above the Great Forge. The next day, you come to the opened doors of this long hallway, which is lined with statues of dwarves holding up the ceiling in place of columns. At the far end of the room is an octagonal chamber, or hallway, at the end of the hallway. Octagonal chamber with the far end of the chamber, having 3 chairs on an equal but raised platform. Inside of the walls, there are 5. Should have looked up what this word is, but what is that word that what a judge sits behind?
A gavel?
No, that's the
No,
hammer.
the
hammer.
gavel's
hammer.
the hammer thingy.
Basically, the desk that a judge would sit behind.
It's a
I know what you're
podium?
talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I
No,
suppose a podium is
bench.
the right
It's the
word.
bench.
A
Bench.
pew.
The bench.
Whatever. Y'all
Close
get
enough.
the
We know what
image.
you mean. I think Evan is right, but
I
In
literally just looked it up.
Mhm.
each of the benches having been carved of pure white marble. The chairs for the judges having been gilded in gold and silver. Sitting at another bench, basically, there's 2 of them, is Petrick Goldheart on your left. There is another place for you to present yourself on the right. Bye,
damn.
Michael.
Oh.
Oh
No, Michael,
no.
no.
Oh god.
No, Michael, no.
No.
Every damn time.
That's
Can't get interrogated
The
if you cease to exist.
Oh my god.
the benches for the jury are empty, but the 3 greater clan leaders each sit in the chairs of the judges. As you all approach, the doors at the far end of the hallway, that's about 200 feet that you just crossed, boom with an echoing sound shut. The room is bereft entirely of anything that is not carved of stone or cast in metal, and your voices echo uncomfortably among the hallways. As you come up, Muradin, the leader of the Bronzebeard clan, motions for the first of you to stand at the bench.
Alright, let's go first.
God, no, I'm terrible talking to people.
Ugh.
I'm just terrible at talking in general.
Well, they're gonna interrogate each of us, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good, Michael's back.
oh
Alright.
good.
I guess I will go first. I guess I will be the opening act for
As you
this
take
show.
your position at the bench, Muradin lifts and brings down a war hammer on a steel podium. And with a loud clang, he says, with a booming voice that is very obviously being enhanced by magic, "This is the establishment of risks. Samter Hornbelly, Cathra Ironfrost, Emil of no name, Toric of no name, and Mimir Runeforged are accused of theft, destruction of property, destruction of ancient artifact, and attempt at professional espionage. We will establish this day whether or not you are at risk of flight or repeat offense. Who do you call Samter Hornbelly to risk their name and reputation before the oath of the slayer, that you will not commit another offense.
Could you repeat that, Josh? Sorry.
Who do you call to risk their name and reputation before the oath of the slayer in your defense?
I call on Sazo. I didn't remember her full name. Sazalyn Hornbelly. In my defense.
With a clang of the hammer again, he says, "Then she will be sent for." He motions for you to move off. Can you roll me
Alright.
an insight check?
Yes. Can I add a bardic inspiration to this, Josh?
Should have given it to yourself before you came in the room.
There. Insight. 17.
Murden is hard to read. Moira seems to be okay with what you just chose as your representative. Falstad seems very irritated.
Okay.
Who's gonna go next?
I guess I will.
Oh,
I know
good. The
the
music kicked
started.
in.
I made a mistake.
I just thought we needed a different some music.
Well, I haven't had music this entire time, and then just
Same.
all of a sudden I'm like,
Just, the consequences of our actions.
He goes through the same long-winded speech with you, Cathra, and asks, "Who do you call to witness for you?"
call Edric Ironfrost.
Another clang of the hammer, followed by, "And he will be sent for." Who was going? Well, roll me an insight check. Moira's fine with this. Falstad is angry. Muradin is difficult to get a read.
Okay.
Who will go next?
Suppose I will. Am I still at 6 exhaustion points?
Yes.
Great.
Well, actually, you got one long rest in since then. You have 5.
Cool.
Who do you call the witness for you, Toric? Of no name.
I call Menvo Dark Iron.
Roll me an insight check.
Insight, bop. -5 is
-5.
12.
Oof.
The 3 clan leaders' faces are an enigma to you. Finally, because Mimir's not here, Emil, who do you call to be your witness?
What was the name of my witness? Ooh.
Yeah, did you ever find his name?
I did not.
That guy.
I call other guy also of no name.
Let me see if I can find his name in my notes.
Man, we didn't even
Silver
prep him
Knight.
either. We just called his. All right.
Silver Knight placeholder.
Shut up.
Not Uther.
Not Uther. Probably not that. Probably not that. Probably not that. Oh, was it Balador?
Yes, it's Valador.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Can you roll me an insight check?
Oh boy. No balance. Gotta make sure. Please, please fucking work. Oh yes.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, WLC's all.
His
You
anxiety has made him
see
hyper aware.
that Falstad does not know this name. Muradin has this brief flicker of recognition, and dare I say, approval, Moira is totally lost.
Fair.
Finally, Amir will do his part. And you guys are just commanded by the council just to wait till they arrive.
Alright.
Sazalin arrives first. She was obviously waiting close by.
Mm.
And she is ordered, none too gently, by Falstad to come up to the bench and to give her witness and to swear upon the oath of the Slayer that Samter does not commit another crime before his trial is finished.
Say is it?
Saza steps up to the bench and begins by saying that Samter is first and foremost a servant of Moradin, proud and tall. He is redeemed as a slayer already, and has stood trial before the gods themselves, and deemed honorable. He is a faithful husband, and a loving one. He goes above and beyond the call of duty as a dwarf and as a husband to achieve more than I could have ever thought or wished. He is everything to me, and I am willing to stake my life upon that. She's going to make a persuasion check. What is her persuasion at this point? Oh, that's a negative.
Oh,
I hope that bonus helps.
same.
It very much did.
Oh.
Oh,
It
thank
turns
God.
into a 21.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love
Wow.
my wife. I love
Oh.
my fictional wife. I love her.
Oh my god.
God, I'm so happy I get to play pretend and have a fictional wife.
My God. Uh,
With that, the majority, the two individuals, Muradin and Moira, are impressed by this, obviously. And with that, Moira stands up and says, "We accept your oath. Go, Samter Hornbelly, and return in 6 months for the selection of the elders." With
Samter
that, she
gives
dismisses Samter from the room.
Samter gives the official, unofficial, make goodbye that you would leave. Outside, it's just I fucking love you.
Yes, please, praise me more.
Yeah, I will.
That's
Continue.
no change.
The next to arrive is Edric, who is brought up to the bench, same as the rest. And he begins by Cathra and I grew up under the tutelage of Moradin's best chosen. Never before have we strayed from the path of the righteous and honorable. We have done his bidding and sacrificed much. Our family has sacrificed much. This is the first that Cathra has truly stumbled in the eyes of the law. Though many of you may not have agreed with her decision to leave the path of the Deep Keeper. Never has she been considered wrong in the eyes of the law or the Allfather. She is a steadfast companion, a trustworthy shield, and a good friend. Most of all, she is a sister who has provided for her fool of a brother at many different points when he could not for himself. I stake my name and my life upon hers. With that, he will make a persuasion check. That's a 24.
Hell yeah! Love my brother.
He's
That's
able
right.
to move all three of the judges. Falstad is the one who stands up, crashing his hammer into the steel plate, and says, "Go now, Cathra. Be here in 6 months." And he dismisses you from the room.
He makes the same sort of formal exit, and as soon as they get outside, just hugs her brother.
They're like, God damn it, Vandar, you
Your
had to
brother,
teach
like,
two people.
absolutely, his knees just buckle
Oh,
as soon as you're hugging him. I'm so scared right now.
You
They're
did
looking.
great. You're the best.
They're when they're walking by, they see Sasa and Samter already drinking. Come over, drink, please.
Menvo is the last of the dwarves to arrive, and she arrives with a regal air about her.
Oof.
She comes, her head held high, her braid undone and dragging behind her
Oh,
as she steps up to the bench. She is questioned, and she begins by saying, "I have known Torek for 2 years, 6 months, and 22 days. And in that time, I have known her to be nothing but exemplary in her studies and her work. I do not know what she has done, nor why she has done it. And that is a failing of mine as her master and her mentor. I stake my name and my life as Great Braid of the Dark Iron Clan that she will learn from her mistakes and not make them again, just as she does within the workshop." Gonna make a persuasion check on her part.
god damn.
Samter. If Samter was here, I told you people were here for you, fucker.
Gets a public defender.
That is an 18.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Does anyone want to use an inspiration?
I will.
Sadly, that is still an 18.
Ah,
Um, I'll use mine.
That turns it into a 21.
nice.
Does
Thank you.
anyone want to use another?
I'm
Can we use
hoping a
Michael's?
21 is okay.
Can we use Michael's?
No. Where I'm saving Michael's for himself.
Okay. Oh, forgot he's in this too still.
Yes.
He's just having internet issues.
No, and like I thought, it's just a cutscene that we completely skip over.
Oh my god.
God. No, this is the quick time event where if you don't hit the right button, you die.
No, you get thrown in prison for a year.
That would also suck.
Yes.
That would suck.
I hate quick time events with a passion.
They're so
Well, I'm
evil.
sorry for throwing one at you.
No, this is fine. It's
No,
just,
no,
it's
this
like
is-
one of my least
this
favorite
is-
aspects of modern game design.
Yeah.
This is our own fault, Josh.
And yes, it is.
Menvo's testimony is obviously holds a lot of weight with Moira, and she's immediately on board. It also carried some sort of weight with Falstad, Meriden being the only one who was skeptical in this situation. With that, Moira stands up and says that your testimony is worth its weight in gold, Elder Menvo. Go, Torek, and return in 6 months to the determination of the elders.
Torek, upon walking out with Menvo, just whispers, "Sorry."
She kind of waves it off, and without lowering her voice in any way, you've been led astray. You've been failed by your family. It's about time someone made up for that.
Hell yeah.
Internally, just new mom?
As you pass by, Sandra, hey, drinks.
Yes,
It's at
please.
this point also that Menvo kind of drops the facade and she starts doing up her braid again. You hear her kind of like mumble in her breath, "That dirt in it now."
There's Santa over there saying, "Hey, drinks. Hey, please,
Yes, please.
we're alive."
I will take drinks.
Membo.
1.
All right. Yeah.
Why did you take out your braid?
It's a statement. It
It
makes
very
me look
much was.
older, and it carries some cultural tradition within our clan that if you are undoing your braid in an official capacity, it's basically asking somebody to challenge you.
Oh. Well, thank you.
It was to let that little whelp know that she is not in a position to make this choice. I am.
Little whelp being who?
Moira.
Ah, so it's a power move.
Yes. I thought that much was clear.
It.
Santa's just like, "I told you. What did I tell you?"
You were
People
right,
care.
Samter.
Exactly. I am right 60% of the time, all the time.
You
This may be the
dork.
alcohol talking. I don't know.
Maybe.
That
Can't be
Lee,
that drunk yet.
Emil,
Oh,
because
he's
your
stuck there
witness
for a
is a
while.
week out, you are held in a prison cell until hearing.
Oh god.
Okay, important question. Did the dwarves have juvenile detention?
Yeah.
No, they have solitary confinement.
Oh no.
That's worse!
Yes,
So much worse!
yes. it
I don't
is.
know.
The
I
poor
think
kid.
imprisoment's worse. That's solitary confinement with extra steps. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't need to pay
It's
for
just,
food and
it's just
drink.
psychological torture.
It's not like actual solitary confinement. It's just a personal cell that is comfortable, actually. It has a down bed. It has not a window, but it's got a brazier. It's keeping out the
The
winter
winter chill.
chill. And you're permitted visitors during that time. Would
Santa
anyone
gives
in
you
the party go to visit him?
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
snacks.
Yeah.
He will come for tea time and snacks.
Gotta visit my honorary little brother.
How many of the party is Samter just adopted at this point?
Everyone besides Catherine and Amir.
Yeah, I guess.
The 2 youngest party members.
Look,
I-
it's Flint Part 2, but he's got an honor code.
Yeah.
Yes. I look over to Saza and I'm like, one of these times, and it's just had like the realization of, man, I should just adopt those two, shouldn't we? At this point,
I mean, we could.
like I'm just being their dad. There's nothing.
I think we ought to have our own child first, so that they get inheritance rights first.
Yes.
But after that. Let's do it.
All right.
If so, then you currently have a pseudo-adopted son as a delinquent temporarily.
That's okay. Dad is also a delinquent temporarily.
Your dad was a slayer temporarily.
Delinquent
So
temporarily
yes.
with 2 temporary delinquent children.
Oh yeah.
Look, they're the Trouble family, the Trouble clan.
Yeah.
All right, so for that 1 week that you're waiting for, double checking his name because I already forgot Balador.
Balador must have gotten a very confusing message.
Yeah.
Poor soul.
Told you, it's
Hey,
just a
you've been
public
called.
defender.
Like, I didn't know I was a lawyer.
He arrives in the next week, and you can tell that he's put on some amount of ceremonial garb. It's basically he's taken his suit of armor, he's put a tabard over the chest plate that is a golden field with a silver hand stretched upwards. And he very importantly did not bring his silver sword.
Thank God. Thank God.
Just causes a civil war on the spot.
And when it comes to him swearing, you can tell that the 3 judges find this unorthodox.
Well, yeah, they grabbed a human.
Yes. This is probably the first time a human has been brought into the Council of the Three Hammers in probably 50 or so years. As he is questioned, Muradin says, "Do you, Balador, swear upon your name and your life that a meal without a name will not commit yet another offense?" Balador says, "Emil came to me in a time of great need, in a time where he was being corrupted by the dark forces. And he stood by me after he was cleansed, and faced a great darkness in the old home of the dwarves. I would state my name and my life upon this, and in the ways of my own people," he says. He draws a dagger from his side and removes the gauntlet from his right hand, revealing that it is covered in silver. I
Fancy.
state my honor and place it upon his name. He cuts the palm of his hand and squeezes it into a fist, dripping blood onto the floor. I'm gonna roll him a persuasion check.
Metal.
I don't know. Is that an intimidation check instead?
Suppose it could be. Let's check which
Once
one
he
he's
got
better at.
better.
We're gonna go with intimidation because that's better.
Nice.
Also, that was badass.
Yeah.
Michael!
Oh!
Michael, this human that's being my public defender just cut his hand on the floor.
It was way cooler than that, but yeah.
Base.
He's making an intimidation check instead of a persuasion check.
Base.
You missed
Also,
some
Benvo walked in
stuff.
just like, fight me.
Yeah, she undid her braid and everything.
I respect a woman who knows how to make an
Base
entrance.
as hell.
Yeah.
All right. With that, he rolled a 20.
Oh.
A 15 plus 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Now is this intimidation using strength or con?
Intimidation using his charisma.
How hard
Oh.
did he grip his wrist? How much
When he's
blood
that
was
Oh my
there?
god.
Oh my god.
Falstad and Muradin are not cowed. They would never. But respect his resolve here. And you see, kind of going through Moira's head, is that sacrilege? She doesn't quite know,
Sacrilege.
and you can tell she's just like, am I too young to know whether this is like, is this okay?
Am I older than Moira?
Oh
What's
yeah,
Moira?
How
Oh
old
my
is
god.
she?
she's 110.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
older than
She's not that much
Moira.
older than
Oh.
Toric.
Yeah,
She's only
That-
5 years older than me.
Oh my
So,
god.
that's
Holy shit.
why she's kind of an odd one out. It's because she was just the only one left who could inherit the position.
Oh.
Suck.
The rest of the royal family fell to a plague.
Mm.
Ooh,
All right, so rewinding a little bit. Oh well, actually, they release Emil. Thank goodness.
Release the child.
yeah,
Get the child out of jail.
It was just
Mimir.
Baldur! Drink?
yeah.
Who do you call to be your witness?
I call my mother,
Oh.
seeing as I feel like my father would probably have done some dumb shit back in his youth, and she probably would have got mad at him and said, "Fine, whatever. I've done this for him before."
Not her first time going on trial.
When your mother comes in to witness, she is indignant. You never told her what you did, but she's come anyways, and as she comes up and is questioned, she says, Mimir is a respectful boy who has listened to his father's counsel and his mother's wisdom for all of his life. Anyone who would dare to question his honor can report to me. I don't know what has happened, and I state my name and my life that he will not make this mistake again.
Meh.
This
Amir,
isn't
you
a
get a feeling that this is half aimed at you.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Please tell me this is an intimidation check. There's your mom.
Is this? I wonder if this is directed at someone. I wonder.
Some vibes here.
Ooh, that's a nat one.
Uh,
I reroll that.
That's an 18.
Okay. Mom almost fucked up.
well, okay, it's not mom's fault. Mom doesn't
Well,
know what
yeah.
the hell is going on.
That is the DC,
Oh.
and you are not held for a year, Mimir.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, that's
I'm
high
free.
DC.
Seeing him walk out, I'm just like, ooh, I'm not gonna
Huh.
have fun. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I might also add that Balador was a week later.
Yeah. True.
After you two leave, Mimir, your mom grabs you by the beard,
Mhm.
Yep.
drags you around a corner,
Yep.
releases you, and just stands there with her arms crossed.
Yep.
Better explain.
I explained the entire story of how what happened, but I also do explain that there was dwarves trapped in imprisoned crystals, but that one's more hush hushed. That part of the story is hush hush. And I do explain, yes, it was rash, and yes, it was bold. But I was also emboldened by everyone else, and I was also emboldened by my previous victory. I know it was stupid, and I do fully understand everyone's anger. And I do fully understand everything that I've done, and I will accept whatever I've done.
Make me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
We don't have any.
With a cold fury,
Hmm.
your mother, in a harsh whisper, says, I have half of a mind from removing you from the workshop. Don't give me the other half.
He gives a bow. He says, I understand.
He walks off without saying another word. With that, let's take another short break.
Okay. And like
Sorry for the
Okay.
proximity.
the whole time after Menvo arrived, Torek has just been filling her in on the situation.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We've got 6
I
months.
could use it. I could use it once a day.
So,
Check the rock.
is there any?
I think the main thing is there any other way
Yeah.
to
End
undo the
condition.
spell aside from, busting out the 9th level dispel magics?
How bust open without big magic? Of course, more precise. I throw it against the ground. Does it shatter?
Studies up on locations for dispel magic of 9th level spell scroll. Or someone that casts that. So we can do this.
That's not helpful.
So we need the blood of a demon sprinkled onto the crystal to free the prisoner?
Well, then what's...
That was it. You.
Alright.
Can the next question be more precise?
Yeah, the more information that we know, the more precise we can get it.
Yeah.
It'd be like, what demon? You know?
Where
But
demon?
yeah, what does ego mean?
What contract? Ego
Why?
is like someone's like egotistical and like
Everyone always asks what
Oh,
demon, but no
Person's
one asks how is
sense of
demon.
self-esteem importance.
Stupid.
I cope with stress through humor, what can I say?
So Ethan, do you want to ask the question? What type of demon?
Yeah, what
Or-
demon's probably a good place to start.
Sure. What type of demon's blood? Well, what type of demon does its blood need to spill in order for it to work? It's just any. It's like, oh, thanks.
Let me just summon an imp. And just mark it.
Yeah.
imps are not demons.
Shh.
I don't care.
Instead of casting divine intervention to turn a cloud into a corporeal form, just use divine intervention to summon a demon that's killable.
Have fun explaining that to your deity.
Well, okay, no. You see, that can range from a chain devil to a fucking Steve.
Hey God,
Okay.
I want a good fight.
It just says, I bet, just summons Manoroth.
Oh no.
Bring me the trash tier demons.
Well, if she trashed you, then Nurgle's gonna show up.
Oh
I
god.
want a demon, but
Oh,
I need
God.
it to be a noob.
Alright, send us the Cornite Berserkers.
I realized Emil could have asked his aunt, but then again, his aunt's hardly been has just been there once she got her food.
Wait, is this a different ant or the dead one?
The dead
Destroyer of Dynasties. Oh no.
one. Oh god, it's a high
Oh,
tier.
Bloodthirster. He killed Bloodthirster.
I think we
We still don't
could.
know where to find one of those, do we?
I don't think so, no.
We can do some research.
Blood destroyed upon his death.
Like,
Oh my god, destroy a Bloodthirster. Oh my god.
The contract and the oath nonsense.
Yeah. What contract and what oath?
Alright, first question.
Problem with giving us free legend lore and way too much downtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will extract this crystal secrets.
What contract? Because I need to do what contract one day and then what oath the next day. Because it's one question.
It's a pity there's expensive components, or we could just both be sitting there just chaining it.
so we could just take this time to look where a Bloodthirster might be, just so we can go do that.
And we
Yeah.
take on a Bloodthirster.
Throw us in jail, we gotta go square up with a Bloodthirster. That's our defense.
I mean, the real question is anyone ready to take on a Bloodthirster?
No.
Probably
If-
not.
Well,
It depends
if
if
you're gonna do
Star
that, I
Soul
want to
high
do it as
confidence
part of my
person.
trials.
Yeah.
It also depends if it's worth a level up.
The f-
Okay.
Oh.
So we have
Oh.
to sacrifice a loved one?
No,
Or
it's
I don't think so.
the dad. Essentially, he went to
Yeah.
drastic measures because he didn't want to lose another one.
mm,
That's
Certainly
Yeah.
drastic.
Is there gonna be a Bloodthirster under the old Carrick?
Ugh.
The wrong demon lord.
Wrong demon. Manaroth's the demon lord of blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a friend, I don't know. Do demons have friends?
He's on lease.
He's on lease, there you go.
Josh, can I make a history or religion to find out which demon lord it is?
I don't. You know one demon lord who is currently being heavily associated with blood.
Mhm.
You know that this one is a bloodthirster. Put two and two together, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the library.
It's
I'm looking up.
one.
I'm looking up fucking places to where like a possible Bloodthirster might be. Our defense. Let's just kill enough bad shit that we'll look good
It's-
good to everyone else.
Oh my god. All right, but
So, okay.
Although we might die to the
Before you actually,
Bloodthirster and then screw over all of our.
yeah, I will make my wife into a slayer. I don't want that.
yeah.
I don't want my public defender to turn into one.
I don't
Your
want to let
mom
down
would turn into
Menvo
a
again.
slayer, Mimir.
Yeah. So no
Your
no
mom's
bloodthirster.
lady has to survive.
Yeah.
No bloodthirster.
This-
You know,
Alright.
it's still need to have information on hand for later.
It is. I mean, I personally think that this is a good chance to jumpstart our Karak,
Yeah.
to make it homey and stuff, and just stuff like that. Because
Alright.
we spent a lot of time, away doing things.
Yeah.
I think it's about time we buckled down and started doing, the Karak.
I think that's a good idea.
Start
Okay.
boosting the economy.
Alright, well,
Boosting the economy.
boosting the economy.
Yeah, starting other like funding. Yeah, yeah. Starting up a city.
Alright,
Is that the consensus?
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think there's any reason everyone has to do it if people have other stuff they want to do.
Yeah, no, not everybody has to do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
treat
know.
this in 2 6-month chunks, which are going to be punctuated first by learning who the. So the first 6 months, at the end of that, you're going to learn who the jurors are.
Mhm.
6 months after that, you're going to, or the following 6 months, you're going to vote on one to replace.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So who wants to go first? We've got 6 months of downtime.
I think I'm ready.
Mimir.
Mimir, what he's planning to do is he's basically making fortifications out into starting like from basically the entrance to the actual fort, the fort we have. From there, a little bit outwards into the water. He's gonna start making some walls with wall of stone.
So you're going to make like a platform out into the waters.
Yeah.
How many times can you cast Wall of Stone a day?
Fortunately, one at the moment.
One. I'm not gonna say that takes up all of your downtime, to be honest.
Okay.
You'll get enough progress. I'll do the math in by next week, like how far out you get.
All right.
But that's like, that's like a jog before breakfast equivalent for you.
Oh yeah. All right.
So you've got the rest of the 6 months to handle. You would need to remain in close proximity to the fort, though.
Okay. Um.
Need a minute?
uh, yeah, I'll need a minute.
All right. Is anyone else ready?
For the first 6 months at least, I will continue gaining expertise in jeweler's kit.
All right. Roll me 60-10.
60-10. Bop.
Wow.
Nice. Couple of twos there, which is a
No,
little sketchy.
no complications on
Hell
your
yeah.
part. No, I'm going to roll some.
Hmm.
You experience no major complications. You spend this time just working at the workshop, working with Menvo. It's obvious that nobody's really trying to mess with you because you're in a major public spotlight right now. It has its bonuses, I suppose.
Lighting.
Who wants to go next?
Um, something for the first. Okay. For the first. Okay, that's yeah. Okay. For the first 4 months of 1 week. Weird, I know.
Wait, what?
I'm
The
gonna.
first 4 months of 1 week.
No, the
And
first.
1 week.
And 1
My
week.
bad. First 4 months and 3 weeks. I'm gonna
You're
train to get the
finishing off your
resilient.
training on your feet.
Yes. For resilient.
All right.
And then, of course, and then once a week for the month, I will go and tutor Jimbo. Because we're actually going to be, steadily around.
Yeah.
Yay.
She's also really concerned about you, Samter.
Yeah.
Why are people saying that you've done something really bad?
Because I have. Sit
What
down.
did you
I have a lesson. Lesson of today. Forgiveness and
Don't listen to your
trust.
friends.
Forgiveness and trust, and please, for God's sake, use your mind. Ask questions.
Think shit.
Is that
You
actually
know,
how you put it to her?
no, I mean put it in more of a teacher-esque way. Um, of course, but that be like, this is a learning lesson. Please learn from me. Be better than me.
Are you going to have to be a slayer again?
No.
Are you sure?
How extreme does the punishment need to be, Josh, in order to be like forced to be a slayer?
Tradition holds that becoming a slayer is like trading a life for a life.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Well, yeah, now I'm thinking of, do we just destroy his life's work?
I don't think we did.
You sure?
No.
I mean,
Exactly.
we might have stolen a good chunk of it.
Yeah. I take that back. I don't know. We I shouldn't have made any assumptions. Rule number two. Rule number two, don't make assumptions. Always run off the facts. Assume when you have enough, just going off. Um, I don't know. We'll have to see what the council decides. Well, I guess not the council, but we'll have to see how well we can influence and persuade the elders during the establishment of facts, blame, and judgment, or the facts and blame, to see what our judgment is.
As you're kind of going over this whole thing, explaining it to her, you see her head kind of beginning to swim a little bit. Like she's incredibly worried.
Oh no.
Oh, Ethan doesn't know what to say in this situation. Oh, Ethan doesn't deal with children. So she seems kind of sad, right?
Not sad,
But
worried.
worried.
You gave it anxiety.
She's worried that you're gonna go away.
Hmm.
No.
I don't leave it because I don't know how to approach that, which sucks. Center stands up. It's like, all right, break time. We're going outside.
Avoid the situation.
You know what fixes everything? I look down at her. What do I always say? What fixes everything?
Drinks.
Yes. Snacks. Let's go. No alcohol
Good.
for you or me.
Good.
She's confused but also distracted, so
It's mission
It's the best Ethan's
accomplished.
got. It's the
in a
best.
way,
In a
you have
way.
accomplished something.
Yes. And then for the last 2 months, are we
Wait, hold
okay
on.
if? Oh, go ahead.
Before you leave, her dad has some questions. He kind of
Okay.
catches you on the veranda, and he's like leaning on the porch railing, almost in the same way that he did when he had that conversation about joining the Carrick with you.
Mm-hmm.
Except this time he doesn't have a bottle in hand.
Yeah.
As he kind of like not pulls you, but asks you over. He just starts it out with a very blunt, "How bad is it?"
I tell him the charges.
God.
Um, there's, yeah, there's too much, and other than the charges, we could only assume what the punishments could be. Quick assumptions on them, but it's pretty bad.
He's like running his hands through his beard from the back. I don't know how to say this as your friend without sounding selfish, but I need you to understand how hard it would be for us to lose you.
That Sam Solomon like looks down, like nods, and yeah, yeah.
I know you're probably going through more than I can think of right now, but I'm scared, Samter.
I am too. This is just as bad as back then. It's just it looks up, and it's just a mixture of like it's Santa like likes to put up like a nice facade, right? But like when this hits, it's just a mixture of like everything. Just like essentially now you can read his face like a book, essentially, with
Yeah.
everything that's going through his head at the moment.
On the other side of this, there's a lot of apprehension and fear going through Werner's face.
hmm I don't.
Without really knowing what to do, he kind of just, for the first time, really, he pulls you into a hug and just says, "Take care, Samter."
Damn. Embracing the hug. It's like, Miss Waldorner.
With
I
that, he
love.
walks inside and you hear him talking with muffled voices to his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Santa does like when he walks outside, he looks back at the house, like deep breath, and walks away.
What are you doing the rest of your time?
The last 2 months. Are we okay if I set up clips of warding guys
Sure.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah,
around?
probably not a bad idea.
Is there a current like? Does Edric currently have like a Karak fund going?
Are you asking to dip into it?
For the safety of Karak's room, I think this would be a good reason.
Yeah.
Would it not?
He trusts you enough that, yeah, he's willing to pay for this, but he wants you to, like, set out a plan.
Mm-hmm. No. It'll probably be explosions front. Have some healing set up inside. And then it's going to spend kind of like the rest of his time drawing up a plan, of like where it's going to be, trigger words, what's the trigger for it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
safety and all that stuff, fire, emergency exits.
He's willing to put up. Go with 2,000 gold pieces for this.
All right.
Sounds good.
Then can you roll me 60-10?
Yeah. Well, that's 66. Goddamn.
10.
No.
Ah.
Oof.
Tharden comes up. Come with me, Samter.
Bet you what?
Okay. Leave. Huh?
Just leave. Oh god, no.
He walks up and commands you to jaywalk.
Any slight infraction. Let's see. For this, I'll use this table. Can you roll me a d8?
Yeah. Oh. Some flashbacks.
Oh, my apologies, the d6.
Oh. Oh.
Not bad.
Samter, you catch wind that rumors are beginning to spread about you having killed a guard of Petrick's workshop during your escape.
Oh.
That's not a good rumor to have.
No. Not at all. There's nothing I could do about it. Though.
Don't think
Huh.
so?
Well, how can I remediate the situation? I guess find out where the rumor originated from?
If that's your plan, we'll do it after the announcement of the jury. Who wants to
Okay.
go next?
I believe out the rest of what I can do, Josh.
Yeah,
up?
I'm still debating something.
The first thing might be asking Edric, what metal tools do we need? We'll forge a bunch of it, and then the rest of the time I'm going to be spending making I'm doing tutoring, and then what was it what's my brain? No, making a dragon. No, not dragon. Brightwing scales into potions.
Wow, that's gonna be a lot of potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
but you know how much money that's going to be.
yeah,
Amir said, let's get this bread.
yeah, that's a lot of money. As for what the Carrick needs, it's going to be, well, for one, he actually does deliver the news that they were able to replicate the folding boat.
Yo.
Oh my
So
gosh.
they're working on making that, and the engineer's also wanting to kind of create a war version
Boat.
Oh,
because and he says, and quote, if we're living on the water, we might as well get good at fighting on the water.
Yeah.
You're right.
we moved to fucking Corvus so we could just slam it into someone, and we all just rush on their fucking
That's
ship.
how I imagine the dwarves would fight on
Yeah.
water. It's like, this is not naval combat. We are a moving land.
We
Yeah.
are moving land.
They're
our
Romans with cannons.
our strategy is board.
It's, hey, when did the enemy bunker learn to swim?
It's just these D-Day machine gun posts that float.
Yes.
God.
All right.
The amphibious Shermans.
I will leave the calculations. You know how much money you can make off of them, right?
I believe it was. Oh, it's been a while. Let me double check. Did I say that number?
Let's pull it up.
Yeah, let me
When
up.
does that deal end again?
Which one?
Oh, it's over.
Oh.
Oh, it was over a long time ago. It was only for like 4 months, but in that 4 month time, even though
You
it
got
was
a
only for
lot
like
of
it was
money.
only for like 6 weeks, but for in that 6 weeks, I got like what was it, 12,000.
You
It's
got
a
a lot.
ridiculous amount of money.
So each potion of invisibility can be sold for, without the bonus that he gave you, can be sold for 1,000 gold pieces each.
That's
Oh,
still pretty darn
shit.
good.
Let's see.
Mimir's is just in the I want the golem.
Yeah.
grind.
Yes, I will spend 5 months on those. So I have so I basically sold 10. I have 10.
10,000 gold piece. Oh man.
10,000 gold
I regret
pieces.
that. Well, no, I give you a massive gold sink. I don't regret that decision.
I'm
Who else
working
is
on
going
one.
next?
You throwing
Well,
it
I
all
tell
in the coffers, or you split
Yes. Yes, Amir. Amir's doing
Um,
all the coffers.
Mimir, roll me 60-10.
it? Okay, we're back. We're back to having a pretty healthy amount of cash.
Yeah,
See what that's
for now at least.
I'm sure we'll find something to spend it on.
I mean, you might need some. We might need some cost on legal proceedings.
Hire a lawyer.
I don't know. Apparently, we can't hire lawyers, so
Yeah. I don't know. There might be other
And
things.
next, can you roll a
to bribe
2d6?
them.
56.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
Grimace.
Christmas.
from the
Merry Christmas.
Mimir, as you're going through this process and you're, hanging out with Brightwing, he's being himself. He's
Yeah.
being pretentious. At one point after the third month, there's someone else in your home. It looks like a gnome, but it wears a bright red hat.
Oh fuck.
No.
Oh,
It
sword.
wears large steel boots,
No.
carrying a very large and rusty scythe, just
Classic
sitting
Redcaps.
at your dining room table, its heavy boots hanging off of the chair, having ham with
Oh.
Brightwing.
Oh.
I look down at Brightwing and say, "Hey, Brightwing,
I
who's your friend?"
red.
And I look up at him and I say, "Hello there," in Gnomish.
Hello, I've been kidnapped.
Even looks down at Brightwing.
Quotes.
Brightwing, buddy.
Me, friend.
What? How did you meet your friend?
Frank.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I've been kidnapped.
Just the way you said that was so funny.
It was so
God.
good.
I've been kidnapped.
No, it's so, yeah,
Recap
that's what
talk.
it's just so funny. It's God, but I kind of say Brightwing is I think your friend wants to go home.
No.
Well, Brightwing, I'm gonna
Oh.
be here a lot more now. Be around a lot more often.
2 friends.
No, 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 no. Your
my
friend
God.
wants to go home. You should allow him to go home.
But Ham.
Ham?
Ham.
Yeah,
He
there's
says as
Ham.
if that explains anything.
But he has other things to do.
No.
90% sure. Yes, Brightwing. Let him go. Let
No.
him go, Brightwing.
No.
I'm just Brightwing. Actually, no one. God, this is so. This is so
Was
out of
not expecting this.
just side swipe my beer out of this like this intense time where he's thinking about like everything he's doing and that shit, trying to be like the most like
I've been kidnapped.
it's like hello, I've been kidnapped by your friend. I'm like, oh god. um, I just can't say Brightwing. Take him, please take him back,
No.
Brightwing.
No.
Do you want Ham, Brightwing?
Roll me a persuasion check.
That is the most important shit.
Me?
Just hello, I've never saw this. This is just like fucking playing over and over.
As you see, there's
God.
the worst decision paralysis on Brightwing's little stupid face. The red cap actually pipes up a little bit and says, "Are there any wars going on nearby?"
Um,
To the north.
So funny, you should ask.
far to the north. Why?
How far?
Very.
That's a shame, he says, going back to eating his ham.
All right. Gotta look down Brightwing.
But ham. But friend. But ham. You can tell he's gonna need at least one more push.
How would it be honey glazed?
Roll me another persuasion check with advantage.
Them sweets.
Oh,
Oh
Oh god.
no.
He sits emphatically down and he says, "Friend."
But Brightwing, I think your friend, if you keep him locked up, they will not want to hang out with you.
Lock?
Or keep
God.
him there.
No.
If you keep him,
No.
too long, he probably
No
does not
keep.
want to hang out. No keep?
No keep.
So you're gonna let him go?
No.
God. that fucking roll fucked up my entire strat.
No,
I was gonna double down on the hand, but then I went, no, that's. Or should I just say fucking double down on two hands?
2 hands. Would you do
With
it for a
the
Scooby
the red
snack?
cap kind of pushes his chair back and he jumps off the chair with a clop. And he says, "If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go explore around my new environs."
Oh no.
No. It's best if you go back to the portal, please.
He looks at you with like the most incredulous, "Did you really just stop me?" kind of look.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do about it, big man?
Um.
Are you going to stop me?
From you getting outside. Do I
Yeah.
know? Do I know red caps, Josh? Do I know if they're dangerous or they're
Roll me an Arcana check.
good? Guns.
You know that they're incredibly violent creatures.
I just want to make sure because I am fine with Faye, but there's others that are a lot more violent towards them here.
Oh, good. So you're not going to stop me. He moves
I
in.
am going to stop. I am stopping you, so you don't get fucked up, man.
How are you physically stopping him? Because he's about to just ignore you and walk through the door.
I'm gonna try to get a bad old person.
That sounds like initiative. Let's get you there. Let's put Brightwing there.
Damn.
And let's grab a red cap. Oh shoot, I gotta reload the page. Sorry. I've realized the problem I was having last week, right? I couldn't like look up anything.
Oh yeah.
Some of the new beta features for the search function have made it so that I can only see the free and like publicly available items in
Oh.
my compendium. So I have to turn off the beta features every time I want to load something new in. I'm sure you could probably kill this thing
Yeah.
if necessary.
If necessary.
Then I gotta reload the page again. Come on, game. Lemire, roll for initiative.
Mhm. Yeah, go through.
I'll put everyone in the corner so they can see.
Why isn't it? Is it going through on you guys' end?
Huh?
Nope.
No, the fucking I'm pushing the initiative. See, hold on. Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
it is.
That is many initiative.
Weird.
You will be going first, Mimir.
All right. Well, first unlock door. Then let's see. I guess polymorph on him.
Sure. Does a 21 succeed?
Yes, sadly.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, unfortunately.
He runs and sprints up to you, jumping with both of his iron boots. Make me a dex save.
Oh.
Oh god.
You have failed the save, taking 20 bludgeoning damage and being knocked prone. It is your turn.
Cast and polymorph again.
Ripped my headphones out for a second there. What you doing?
Polymorph.
Again. Armadillo.
Armadillo!
A7 does not pass.
Exactly that. Fucking armadillo.
This is tradition.
Tradition.
Yep.
He is armadillified.
Alright. I look at Brightwing. And I say, that's why two friends can't stay here.
Mimi's fault.
But, guy, Brightwing, I just didn't want him to go out. He should be in his own home, in his own place.
This is home.
This is home for me and you. But not him.
Him.
Brightwing, we can't just kidnap people.
Why not?
Because
You kidnap me.
I asked you to join, and you walked along.
And I asked him, and he came here.
But you didn't ask me.
So?
Good. Alright, Brightwing, I'm gonna take your friend to the portal.
He turns his nose up at you.
I'll go take the red cat to the portal.
The portal's not open.
God.
If you remember correctly, Brightwing has to open it.
Yeah. I'll say cast banishment on him.
It's
How would this work? Would he have the charisma of the armadillo or as the red cap? I think since you're breaking concentration, he would immediately turn
Well-
into the red cap.
Well, I'm thinking, could I have called one of my friends over that like one of my cleric friends over within the hour?
Does anyone regularly cast prepare banishment?
it does not appear so.
No, Emil's only gonna.
But like not regularly. Also, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they're not here.
All right. Well, damn.
You're a child.
Yeah.
You have another child. He's very violent.
No. 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 God.
Could at
Damn
least
it.
take it outside the carriage.
Can I do that, Josh? I'll just do that.
And just release him into the wild.
I'm
Oh,
more
God.
convinced that when he turns back, you won't immediately start causing havoc, but sure.
Good. This is like the left field. God.
That's the Fae.
Yeah. It's fake. God damn it, the fucking if if only the fucking honey glazed ham actually worked.
Yes.
That was a good argument there for him, but I would offer him more, but then he's gonna know, then he's gonna start learning. He can just drain me from bank because of the ham for ham. So no. God. Stop barking.
You have been silenced.
Silenced.
Alright, Brightwing. How about 3 hams? Glazed. And
Roll
what
me
if
a-
I get you
roll me a
what if I
persuasion
get
check.
what if I get you some halfling pastries?
Roll the scope and save the day.
Roll me a persuasion check.
That's it.
Oof.
No, I want a friend.
Like want to talk to?
And Frank.
What if I get you a friend?
Listening.
What type of friend would you like?
Dirty.
Dirty.
Dirt friend.
Amir has an idea.
Sturdy.
Sturdy. Okay. Amir has an idea, which is just will summon but no, I'm thinking about acquiring him a goat.
You're just gonna have a goat in your living room.
Yes.
Oh my
Christ.
god. Is this like at least a goat that doesn't grow to be that big, or are you gonna have a full size goat in your apartment?
I'll have a full grown size goat in my fucking house.
Oh my god.
Today on the list of reasons Mimir will never get married.
He's got too many
You act like he
roommates
cares to
with
get married.
pets.
I'm in that Brightwing.
You're proposing a goat?
Yeah.
Goats can't talk.
Goats can talk. So you want someone that can talk.
Friend.
Okay, let's see. Hmm.
I am not adopting another child.
Goat.
Oh gosh, not a fucking awakened goat. Um,
Isn't that just a demon goat? Isn't that just a
Isn't that just a
fucking
demon?
yeah?
Isn't that just a goat?
It's a
God.
demon. It's a goat. It's a demon goat.
Goat.
God.
Oh my god.
I'm like trying to think. What, because anything I summon is gonna go away eventually, so I can't do that route.
Well,
And most things I
he
do
could
summon.
find it in the Feywild and bring it back.
That's what we did right here.
Find something
Oh
less
my
angry.
How about you find a different friend that's less angry and won't fight or stab me?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Uh,
It sucks because I actually have a bonus in this. Damn it.
uh,
Oh, let's see. What does he roll?
Please lower. Please
oh
lower.
my god.
Was it?
Deal.
All right, cool.
As he opens the portal, he tries to grab the armadillo out of your hands.
I give it to him.
By the tail, he does a 360 spin and yeets the armadillo through the portal,
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
and then jumps in the
Yes!
portal himself.
All right.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Then they're thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to tell him we're gonna move soon. Fuck.
Now, Brightwing has full permission to get anything as long as it doesn't immediately try and stab Mimir.
Oh, no.
We'll
Skylark.
look out and see if they
Skylark. You can pull up Skylark. Raven. Please.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think they would tolerate that.
No.
Raven
No.
certainly wouldn't. I don't know about Skylark.
I don't know, would Raven, if like one of her quote children just sat up and said, "Can you visit me?"
Raven
would-
might like pop in briefly, but she wouldn't like
Skylark
stay
would
for extended
visit.
periods of time. She would get bored and go
Well, and
back to doing more interesting things.
Other problem, they're not in the Feywild.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're vibing with
Argus.
Rathion causing havoc.
God.
Why is that a Fey?
Did you get a
What
fucking
a fey.
tree? Did you get a
Yeah.
little tree?
Hobgoblin Devastator.
Why is that a fey?
That's
What
labeled
the
a
hell?
Fey parentheses goblinoid.
Huh.
The Hobgoblin's got some explaining to do.
Regardless, has anyone else not done their downtime?
I haven't.
What are you going to be doing?
Are we good with me stealing 1,000 gold for a Hallow spell?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So I want to basically use it to kind of reconsecrate the Temple of Mord and add our new Carrick.
Yeah.
More
I
than
think I
improves.
want to put vulnerability to radiant on our enemies.
Oh.
Please, no.
Oh yes.
I don't want to
wait.
deal with that.
You are
Wait.
going to deal with it, just
Then
never siege our
don't.
Carrick. So
I
I'm
got
gonna do
this.
that for,
Huge
my
hard
first day.
Alright, what is the rest of your time being dedicated to?
I'm gonna be kind of going around in like the surrounding areas around here and around the mines, trying to find more nodes of valuable resources for us to mine. With,
Oh.
spooky magics. Well,
Mhm.
not spooky magics in my case.
How are you doing that?
I locate object.
I hate that spell.
It's a great spell. Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Iron, 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 iron.
Or adamantine.
Adamantine.
Advancing iron. Yeah.
Or just straight up gold.
We're only 60 100s.
Mm.
Not terrible.
Huh.
65. You do not find any adamantine.
That's fair.
Sad.
How many times can you cast this a day?
It's
Many.
just
Like
wait,
6?
And upcast. Let's go.
yeah, it's a second. So 3, 6, 9, 10.
Whoa.
And it's how long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it
Yeah.
would.
It's
I
not like
thought it
it's
was
an
gonna be
hour.
an hour. I think you've legitimately found a decent gold mine.
Ooh.
Yo.
It's out to the, from our perspective, east of the Carrick.
Okay.
Like, where exactly?
Well, let's see. About
Let's hope you
10
find some
miles
iron.
out, and then another 5 miles in.
Ooh. That'd be nice.
That is very nice.
That is very nice.
Man, Evan was ready.
No, that was me.
Yeah, it's ready. Someone starts drawing all over the map, I just assume it's him.
Oh
Yeah.
god, the fucking butter.
Fair. Roll
I've
me
made a lot of
60-10.
doodles on this map, though.
60. Ugh, rude.
Ugh.
Which one do we even like label this under?
Yeah, I don't even know.
This does not fall under any of the ones that I would normally expect. Roll me a d6.
Eight.
Nice.
Huh.
Hmm.
Noted.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes, noted. Who's next?
Emil?
Emil? You've got 6 months, bud.
I will. Whenever Mimir is building up the walls, he'll probably build up like defenses and stuff at the top.
Defenses and stuff.
So like,
Maybe
what's a good one? I get well, obviously archer towers.
maybe
and stuff.
gate.
A gate.
The metal gate.
I cast gate.
What are you summoning?
A
tiara.
demon for us to fight.
Just making a bloodthirster, not a demon lord, jeez.
Well,
We've already
that's what
got
I'm
one
does-
of those.
You
Do
guys do some
you
like
have
maybe.
any spells that are aiding in this?
Other than a channel divinity.
Check your 4th level spells.
4th level spells.
Your domain spells.
Yeah. Cause like get
The one that starts with F.
Other than
Hey,
yeah,
okay.
fabricate.
Oh, fabricate.
Oh, I did not add that one.
It's
I'll
Yeah,
add
it's
that
under
to my
your
spell
dork.
list.
It's in your it's a part of the
yeah.
the
part of
fucking
your
domain
class
spell list. Yeah.
To be fair, Roll20 added my domain spells so weirdly.
Oh yeah.
Like instead of putting it like in the correct level, it put it at the level that I was supposed to get it at. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not a 9th level spell.
Well, I guess I can use fabricate too, and like intermittently with channel divinity from time to time. Per day.
You're going to be able to get a lot done.
Okay.
So you're going to be able to, like, I want you to create like a catalog of things that Emil would be making over this time.
Okay.
Over the next week. That's your homework.
Okay.
Just
So
make a
just-
list of things that you would prioritize, and I'll tell you on that list where you would get to.
Okay.
I mean,
So is that everyone's downtime?
Think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you all are gathered back to the Council of the Three Hammers, you are all, along with Petrick, brought in front of the benches, and in between those benches and the 3 chairs of the clan leaders. Taking turns, each of the clan leaders announces the names of each of the jurors. First is announced Theachua Dark Iron,
Sweet.
Honorable Living Ancestor. Baman Wildhammer, Honorable Elder. Fenric Volgrund, Honorable Elder. Fime Volgrund, Honorable Living Ancestor. Beth Gunnison, Honorable Elder. will post these in just a minute. I have them in my notes under the attitude they're coming in with.
I had to go back in the chat
So-
logs and I copy and pasted it.
I had to delete that.
I've got it on a notepad. Looks like we got 2 positive, 3 negative at the moment.
Okay.
Well, there's one neutral.
Oh yeah. I read
Be
that
me.
wrong.
2 positive, 1 neutral, 2
2, 2,
negative.
1.
I would say we dismiss one of the negative ones.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
assume in return, Picture's gonna remove one of the positive ones for us.
Well, we don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
With that, Muradin stands and says, "Accused. You may dismiss one of the venerable elders and ancestors before you, and another will be selected by vote among the living ancestors. Who do you choose?"
Should we go for... Okay.
Who likes us
From
and who doesn't?
other than vibes, we don't know anything about these people.
No, we probably should have.
Can
You
we,
get
can
6
we-
months to choose.
Oh, so we're not doing this right now.
Not right now.
No,
Okay.
'cause it's
Okay.
one-
Patrick Goldheart, you may dismiss one of the venerable elders. Who do you choose? Think on this and discuss with your clans who you believe will best make the judgment of this trial. Think and honor the fathers. You are dismissed. With that, since we've only got 9 minutes, I'm going to end the session.
Alrighty.
Good.